Okay, guys, so sorry about that. My connection was acting a little bit wonky. Oh, can you guys hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Okay. I think I have to talk like really close to the microphone. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So sorry about that. My connection was like acting a little bit funny, so I decided to restart it. I want you guys to like this live. Let's get this live to about 3K likes. Let's get it started. I just don't want to start talking and having to repeat myself. I'm going to get into everything that I have at the back of me. I hope you guys have your notepads out. If you're at work, I hope you're listening very, very well because you may be at work and you be like, fuck this job, and you want to get out of this job. Bestie is going to help you. And it's not necessarily that you want to get out of the job, so to say, but it may be that you just want to have extra money. Like, let's say you use your job to pay bills because you want to keep yourself busy, and then you have the extra money to fund the lifestyle that you want to live, and it's on autopilot because you don't have to necessarily go and clock in. It's more so wherever your phone is, wherever you have internet, things like that. And of course, some of you who like making content can make money from content, or you can just use faceless videos, which is included in the baddie blueprint. I want to explain everything that's on the board. I want to make sure you guys are active, and anytime I say something, whether I speak too fast and you're not understanding me, just tell me to repeat myself. I have no problem repeating myself. I'm originally from New York, so when I speak, sometimes I speak very fast because I'm trying to get all my information out. So I'm trying to work on being a little bit more like monotone, not monotone, but just more like bring down my speed of speaking down like 5 seconds, like just bring it down. So we're going to get into everything behind here. And I also want you guys to know that currently, because it's Labor Day, and you guys are on live, I doubt I'll be able to put this episode in time, but if you use the code live, you will get a discount off if you use the code live. So you have to go to checkout and then use live and then get the discount. I can't manually do it anymore. Before I was able to do it myself, but I can't do it anymore. So because you're on my live and you're listening, use the code live because it's Labor Day. Right, on the Parkway, Labor Day, and you get a discount off. But I do want to give you guys tips and gems to explain how, you actually make money with digital products and selling courses and content, because I think a lot of people don't understand that. I want you guys to like this live to 3K likes. Once we get to 3K likes, I'm going to break down everything to you. I'm going to break down everything, the most popular niches, how you're going to go about creating your content, how you're going to go about target audience. And of course, I'm going to ask you an opening question just to get your mind flowing. And the question I ask you, you can find your results in the baddie blueprint. I want you guys to understand something. The baddie blueprint is not about men. It's not about, how to make a man do this, how to make a man do that. It's more about self, spiritual development, energy, mental, and financial. Financial is so important, and that's why the financial part in the baddie blueprint is so extensive, because in order for you to have that true level up, you have to have money. Like, there's no way to get around it. As soon as you get more money, all of a sudden you don't want noodles. Now you want lobster. Now you want pasta. Now you want steak. So we have to, first of all, address that financial part as well. I want you guys to understand that in order for you to make money, you have to invest. There's no way you're going to get around that. You have to invest, because clearly all this time you wasn't investing. You didn't start making money. You didn't start making money yet. So that shows you that when you invest, you take it serious. And I want you guys to also know this as well. Crypto, hey guys, hey Nisha, a crypto course will be added to the baddie blueprint this week. I'm trying to make sure that the instructor is like good. I don't want it to be boring. So crypto and NFTs and all those things will be added to the baddie blueprint this week. So I highly suggest you to lock in now. Those of you who missed the sale when it was $97 and this and that, people who locked in at that time have access to all this information. So, hey Barbie, I want you guys to like this live, and I want to make sure you guys have your notepads out. Liking is free. I don't know why all of y'all in here looking at me, but not like tapping the screen. Liking is free. Get it to 3K likes, and I'm going to drop a lot of information and gems for you guys, and I'm going to get the blood flowing to the brain. I think it's very important for you to, just have this information. Information is currency. I'm most likely going to post this on YouTube. I'm going to try to. But sometimes TikTok has a way of not saving my lives, and I'm gonna try to post this on Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. I'm gonna try this month to make sure I can post as much lives as possible this month. So guys, double tap the screen. Let's get this to 3K likes, and then once we get to 3K likes, I'm gonna go back and re-ask the question I asked previously before I ended my live. I had to end the live because of my connection, so my connection may go in and out a little bit, but just stay patient, stay here with me. Yeah, and we're gonna get started. Like it to 3K likes, and then we're gonna get started. Share, share, share. I know I keep saying, and we're gonna get started, and we're gonna get started, and we're gonna get started. I keep saying that, but get to 3K likes, and then we're gonna get started. Just a filler. I hope you guys' weekend was amazing. I did post a new episode today. I was trying to post this episode, mind you. This episode was done since about Wednesday, but for some odd reason, it was not uploading. I don't know if it was because I was talking about tips in the bedroom, but this was the hardest episode to upload. So please go watch the episode on YouTube and listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Somebody asked, what's the best body wash? I can't tell you what's the best body wash because everybody have different skin types. So if I tell you Dove or St. Ives, that may not work for you. That may cause you to be irritated. It may cause skin irritation for you. So I can't even tell you what's the best body wash, right? It's all about you and your preference, what type of skin you have. Do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? Things like that. But what I do use is I use a lot of body oils. That's the reason why my skin looks like so, it be glistening because I use a lot of body oils. I feel like lotion doesn't give you that. You know, all lotions that say, oh, extra moisture, it doesn't give you that moisture. So me, I personally use a lot of body oils. I use Johnson & Johnson Shea Butter Body Oil, and that's what... body gel, and that's what makes my skin glisten, like, you know, have that glow. My neck, my chest, you know, yeah. So if we get to 3K likes, I will get started. 3K likes, I will get started. 3K likes, I will get started. I know some of you are interested, while some people may just want to, you know, hear me talk rant and gossip and things like that. But I can't do that every single day. It's not healthy, and you know, Bestie Next Door is always gonna put you on. I'm always put you on. I'm gonna put you on. Like this live, 3K likes, and share. And then we're gonna get started. I want to ask you guys one question, one important question, and then yeah. So I'm waiting for 3K likes before I get started. I'm not gonna get started without the 3K likes because liking is free. Liking is free. Liking is free. Y'all playing. Y'all playing. Now y'all playing. Y'all is playing. All right, cool, 3K. So, all right, the first thing I want you to do is when it comes to looking for extra income and passive income and all these things, everybody's looking for more money because they want to pay bills, they want to live a luxurious lifestyle. You need to identify yourself. I think that most people are looking outside instead of looking within, because we as humans can manifest the life that we want, but a lot of people are not just there yet mentally because they're so distracted by what they consume on social media, what they see on television, things like that. But you have to dive in because the answers that you're looking for is literally inside of you. It's inside of you, but people fail to get to that point of identification. They're looking on Instagram, they're looking on Google, they're looking on every other place besides themselves. Every single one of us have a purpose. If we did not have a purpose, we would still be in our dad's nutsack. Our mom would have said, you know what? I'm going to the doctor, I'm aborting this baby. We wouldn't be here. Right? Because think about all the babies our mothers aborted and haven't told us, right? So the fact that we even made it to life, that shows that we have a purpose. And you have to, and when it comes to making money, you have to know your purpose. Your purpose is very important. You're not going to make the amount of money you're looking to make until you understand your purpose and serve others within your purpose, right? Okay, cool. So how many of you guys understand that money is a spirit? I'm pretty sure you guys should understand that. Do you guys understand that money is a spirit? Type 1 if you understand that. Type 2 if you didn't know that. Type 1 if you knew that. Type 2 if you didn't know that. I just want to make sure that everybody's here and active. Okay, cool. So a lot of us, okay, some of you don't know that money's a spirit. So now that you're on my live, you're getting this downloaded information. A lot of us, most people already understand that money's a spirit, right? So this is basic science, right? So since we know that money's a spirit, right, and we are souls and we're spiritual beings, it's not hard to connect to the money spirit if you understand how to connect, right? So how do you connect? Again, like I mentioned before, what is your purpose? Do you guys know your soul number and life path number? Those are the two things that will tell you what is your purpose and how you should go about making money. So type 1 in the chat if you know your life path number and soul number. Type 2 in the chat if you don't even know, like you didn't even know that existed. Type 1 in the chat, type 2 in the chat. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. You see, that's where a lot of you are messing up. Not knowing your life path number and your soul number. Because when you know that, I'm telling you, the moment you identify those two things, a lot of things are going to be so clear to you. You're going to be like, oh, shit, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. It's going to be so clear to you. This is why when you get the baddie blueprint, you're going to understand what's your life path number and your soul number. But I digress. Let's go into it. All right? So when you first of all identify that, then you'll know exactly what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to be teaching, or I'm supposed to be like this. Okay, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. It becomes very clear, right? Okay, cool. So now, how many of you, I want to ask this question because I want to make sure I'm on the right path, all right? How many of you are looking to start a digital business, and how many of you are looking to start a physical business? A physical business would be something like selling hair, selling nails, selling clothes, providing a service, or you just want to be strictly digital because you already have a job and you just want something on the side. Type 1 if you want a digital business. Type 2 if you want a physical business. I want to be clear. Okay, both is good. Both is good. Both is good. Type 1, digital. Type 2, physical. Okay? I want to make sure that everybody's in here, and I want to make sure you guys are active. Okay, that's good. One. I see some 2s. I see some 2s. Okay. So regardless of the matter, with the 2s, this is still going to be, this like mini masterclass is still going to be good for you, whether you're trying to do a service-based business or you're trying to sell hair, clothes, nails. And I want you guys to understand this as well. In the baddie blueprint, there's a full vendors list. So if you're trying to sell clothes, hair, nails, packaging, furniture, what else? Skincare, a full vendors list, right? But I digress. Let's get back into it. All right. So now the first most important thing when it comes to your physical or digital business, you have to identify your niche. That is where a lot of you are going wrong. A lot of you are trying to appeal to everybody. If you try to appeal to everybody, you're appealing to nobody. So you first of all need to identify who exactly am I talking to. Use my profile, for example, my bestie next door profile. My bestie next door profile, when you think of me, you automatically think of dating advice. Most of the things that I post is dating advice, and now I'm trying to pivot into, the wealth niche, right? Because I feel like I've grown my audience to that level, right? So you have to identify your niche. If you cannot identify your niche, that is where you're having troubles with getting sales and getting the attention you need, your business needs, right? So there's 5 popular niches. 5 to 6 popular niches. There's beauty, there's wealth, there's relationship, there's lifestyle, and there is family, right? Because everybody's getting pregnant. Somebody's being born right now. Some woman is screaming, right? And some of you may be a mom, and some of you may have experience in that field. Secondly, beauty. Listen, I don't even need to say why beauty is top niche. We all love makeup, hair, skincare, everything, right? We all love and fashion as well. Beauty and fashion, I kind of put it together. Beauty and fashion, right? We all want to wear nice clothes. We all want to look good. So beauty will always be a popular niche, right? The next one is wealth. Everybody's looking to how to make money, how to invest. That one is a no-brainer. The next one is lifestyle. A lot of people are addicted to lifestyle. You will be so surprised at how much lifestyle content people consume. So those are like the popular niches, right? So once you could identify your niche, and if you have a hard time identifying your niche, no problem. The digital marketing course is now included in the baddie blueprint. So you're going to learn everything in one, right? I digress. So you can create a course. Now, you're going to create a course or an ebook. Now, that's up to you depending on what niche you're in. Now, in the baddie blueprint, you're also learning how to create a mini course and an ebook, right? I want to know something. I want to be very clear, just to know if I'm on the right track or if I'm on the wrong track. How many of you are looking to create a mini course, and how many of you are looking to create an ebook? Type 1 if you... Okay, someone asked the question, so let me answer her question. Someone asked, what is niche? Niche is basically industry. What industry are you in? Are you in beauty? Are you in relationship, like relationship advice as far as like dating? Are you in family, reproduction? Are you in wealth, how to make money? Are you teaching people how to invest? Are you in lifestyle? Also, self-development is also a good niche as well. Self-development, are you teaching people how to self-develop themselves? That's what niche. Niche is basically industry, okay? So now, I want to know something. If you are looking to create a mini course or an ebook, type 1 if you're looking to create a course, type 2 if you're looking to create a mini ebook. Sorry, not a mini ebook. Type 1 if you want to create a course, type 2 if you want to create an ebook. And type 3 if it's neither. Like it's not neither of those. I just want to be sure I'm on the right track. Because regardless of the matter, whatever I say still falls for a physical business and anything you want to do digital, but I just want to be sure that I'm on the right track, okay? Okay, both. I see both. Type 1 if you want to do a mini course, type 2 if it's an ebook, because I know typing, and type 3 if it's both. And I'm going to explain to you the difference between a high product and a low ticket product, because there's difference, right? There's a big, huge difference. So type 1, okay, 3, right? Cool, that's good. I was waiting to see the 3s because I wanted to be sure you guys are thinking, because you can't just have one or the other. You need 3. You actually need both of them. You need both of them because there's some people that can afford your $12 product and some people may not be able to afford your $70 product. But because they was like, you know what? I feel like she's giving me enough value. Let me go get that ebook for $12. Then sooner or later, they will come back and say, okay, you know what? I want to get that $70 course. Now, I want to do simple math because I know some people like math, right? So if you sell a $70 course 5 times in a day, which is very possible, and I'm going to show you how you're going to do that, you make $350 in a day. In a day, right? And I know some people are thinking to themselves like, oh, well, I'm in this country. How am I supposed to do this? I'm in that country. How am I supposed to do that? I want you to understand the benefits of selling digital products is that you're selling to a global audience. And not only that, how many of you guys are aware of VPN? Do you guys know what a VPN is or a proxy? Are you guys clear on what that is or you guys don't know? Type 1 if you know, type 2 if you don't know. And I'll explain what it is. Type 1 if you know, type 2 if you don't know. Okay, so someone put yeah. Okay. I want to see. All right, cool. So that's the benefit. I want you guys to understand something too. Okay, let me explain what a VPN is and a proxy is. A VPN is basically changing your IP location. So let's say you're physically in Brooklyn and you want to be in LA. All you have to do is download a VPN and then put your IP location to LA and you will be in LA. It's just very simple. So that is the benefit of having a digital business. You can move it digitally anywhere you want it to be. So for example, let's say you're in London, but you're operating an American digital business. You can just simply put all your devices in America and it's going to still be operating in America, but you're not physically there. That is the benefit of having a digital business. You can move it as many times as you want. As long as you have a VPN, you can just move it. Like, okay, I'm moving to, all right, I want the business to currently operate in France. So you change your IP to France. Okay, I want it to operate in Mexico. It's gonna operate in Mexico as long as you change your device IP, right? So we're clear on that. So now, I wanna get into the examples of how you make content pertaining to your digital business or physical business. Now, you have to first of all be very clear on who you're talking to, right? And I say this a lot because a lot of times you talk to everybody, you're talking to nobody, right? Not every video you do is gonna go well because sometimes the algorithm has a way of playing tricks on people. You know, maybe you use the wrong hashtag. And when you get the baddie blueprint, in the digital marketing course, they teach you how to go viral, right? And one tip that I can tell you for free, I hope you guys are listening, is you have to make sure, and this is what I've learned because I've been doing exactly what they said not to do. I've been doing exactly what they said not to do, right? So they basically said, don't throw content at the wall like spaghetti, like just hoping it sticks, right? You have to be very, very specific, like strategize, plan out exactly what and who you're talking to. So for example, if you're in the wealth niche, right? Let's just say you're in the wealth niche. So this has helped me Wait, men show me more love, so I gotta target them. Yes, Barbie, yes, 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 yes. I'm so happy you said that. Barbie said, men show me more love, so I gotta target them. Barbie, I feel like the men, like, target audience for men is so underrated. Nobody's, if we go on TikTok and we go on Instagram right now, every single thing is being marketed to women and nothing is being marketed to men. Even simple how to date a woman, like what to do on a date, will do so well. Something so it sounds so silly. It literally sounds so silly, but it would do so well. How to dress, okay, how to make money. How those things will literally do well for men that are between the ages of, like, let's say 23 or 23 and 33. It would do so well. But people do not think outside the box. They don't think outside the box. Everybody's trying to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. Everybody, okay, like, you know what I also have noticed? Like, okay, before I came on live, I was like, you know what? Let me sit on my For You page and see what's going on. I scroll down my For You page. All I see is, oh, digital marketing, digital products. Everybody sitting down, like, just like this, and just saying, yeah, guys, this is how my life changed. Oh, you know what they do to sell? Thank you, love. You know what they do to sell the digital marketing course or digital product? They start putting God. They be like, oh, God has want you here. Yo, let me say something. Let me tell you something. I'm fucking like I'm like, okay, so none of y'all are feeling to be creative. None of y'all are thinking about, okay, let me just be a little bit more creative. You don't have to, just because you've seen somebody have good success with talking about God and putting the Bible and saying, oh yeah, if you're on my live, you know, God wanted you to be here. I was in the struggle. Yeah, okay, we all heard the same story. Everybody's in the struggle. Bitch, everybody's in the struggle. I'm fucking tired of hearing that shit. I'm fucking tired of hearing that shit. So I'm like, you know what? That's why me personally, when I talk, I'm more talking from my soul, my spirit, and just my personality and me standing. Like, because it's more interesting. It's like, okay, at least this person is putting some effort. She's standing, talking to us. She got a little board. Like, yeah, nobody's being different anymore. And I'm pretty sure soon somebody's going to copy this style. They'll be like, oh, I have a board behind me. Somebody's going to copy this exact style, my style. But what I'm tired of seeing is people talk to the camera, like sitting down, no effort, and saying, yeah, God said, babes, God didn't say nothing to you. Stop lying. First of all, I'm tired of hearing your struggle. Every time, that's why I feel like when I start saying, you know what I've noticed? As soon as I open my mouth and say digital products, I notice people swipe up. They're like, oh, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm tired of hearing, no, fuck this. I've noticed. I actually noticed. But no, I'm not going to guide you to death. I'm actually going to tell you the truth. Like, whether or not you decide to invest or not is up to you. It's solely up to you. If you click the link in my bio and you check Baddie Blueprint, you're going to see the video of the content inside anyway. So there's no hidden, like, it's not one picture. You're going to see exactly what you're getting. Exactly. And you also have access to the WhatsApp community. But anyway, so you could use it, girl, because you're on my live, Barbie. You can use it. It's no problem. It's more, like, Barbie, it's more interesting. Like, when you see somebody with a white board behind them and they're talking, it just seems more like, oh, okay, like, this person, let me just see what this person's talking about. Instead of me just sitting here saying, oh, God said this, God said that. But beside the point, I digress. All right, so, example. Now we're going to get back to the content, right? So, you are creating content now. You have to strategize. You have to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. You need to take it as a job. A lot of people are not making money from content or posting, going to use it to sell the houses I've got. Yeah, babes, it's the way to go. People are visual learners. Like, people are visual learners. The only reason why, for example, my page is about dating. So if I was to be talking about men, money, blah, 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 my view count would be like 500, 600. But I don't want to talk about that. Like, I feel like that's enough. Like, so I'm trying to re-strategize and rebuild the algorithm to know that it's not only about dating, right? So anyway, all right, cool. So when it comes to content, you have to strategize. And I've realized this a lot with the content that does well and the content that does not do well for me personally. You have to really take a day. Like, when you have a digital business, that doesn't mean that you should be lazy. And a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not making no money from my digital products. I'm not making no money selling this. It's a scam. It's because you're lazy. Being a business owner is not an excuse for you to say, okay, you know what? Well, I'm going to go out with my friends. I don't care. Like, no, you have to actually put in more work. It's very easy to be an employee and it's hard to be a boss. I'm going to say that again. It's very easy to be an employee. It's very hard to be a boss. A lot of people want to be a boss, but they don't have the willpower to be a boss. They don't know how to hold themselves accountable, because being a boss, you have to be accountable. I'm always clock it. You know, I always clock it. You have to be accountable, and you have to remove your emotions when you don't see the results that you want. You can't just be like, oh my God, I didn't make a sale today, I give up. You cannot give up. You have to just keep going. That's what a boss is. A boss is someone who keeps going. An employee can say, you know what, I don't feel like it. A boss cannot feel like it. A boss still got to get up in the morning. All right, man, I don't feel like it, but I got to make myself feel like it. That's what a boss is. And if you know you don't have those type of traits in you, then just stay an employee. It's okay. Nothing is wrong with you being an employee. I don't know why people look down on, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Nothing is wrong with working a 9 to 5. If that's what you're good at, be a good employee. But don't be a boss and then slack and then say it's a scam. It just doesn't work. If I tell you guys how much failures I have off camera, you guys will be like, damn, bestie, and you still come up here every single day. Like, there's a lot of, sometimes I don't feel like it, but I have to wake up and feel like it. I don't feel like recording an episode. I don't feel like talking to people about their problems. I want to talk about my problems, but I have to, right? Because, again, I'm the one running my own ship. So, and I have to hold myself accountable. Accountability is very important when it comes to being a boss. You cannot call yourself an entrepreneur, a digital entrepreneur, and not hold yourself accountable. Nobody's going to look at you and say, oh, why you didn't post today? Oh, why you didn't make content today? Oh, why you didn't try to make a sale today? Nobody's going to look at you and say that it's only you. So if you know you don't have that willpower and you know you can't hold yourself accountable, do not think about, oh, I want to run my own digital business. Because, sorry, guys, I'm going to read you guys' comments. I see what you guys are saying. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, I want to make $2,000 a week. You're chasing the outcome and you're not understanding what it takes. So a lot of people are just chasing the outcome of hard work and dedication and not really thinking about what it takes. Okay, it's going to take me to wake up in the morning, do content. It's going to take me making content, typing, being on my phone. It's going to take me planning. All these things are important. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, it's easy. It's easy when you put your mind to it, but it still requires patience, okay? It requires patience. Let me tell you something. Amazon was not built in a day. It was not. That's why he's a $1 billion business right now. It was not built in a day. So don't let all these people misguide you and say, oh, I made $200K in 2 days. I made $200K in 24 hours. I made $200K in an hour. Yeah, some people, it does happen like that, but it's not everybody, okay? You came on. You know I always have my little rant. I have my little rant. Okay. And somebody said, I always have a rant, but I always be speaking facts. Anytime I rant, I always have that spirit of ranting because sometimes some shit be really pissing me off, and I be having a lot to say. But somebody has said, my biggest thing is procrastination. You cannot procrastinate. Like, you have to. You know what? Let me say this. I'm not going to lie to you. Procrastination, it's just that your spirit, your energy is not aligning with what you're doing. That's what procrastination is. Your energy is not aligning to what it is you're doing. So anytime you feel like you're not really connecting to it, then you got to change something up. That's really what it is. Because when you think about it, when you enjoy doing something, you're not going to procrastinate. You're not going to be like, oh, I don't feel like, damn. Like, let's say you love filming content, right? You're not going to procrastinate filming content because you like doing it. But if you don't really enjoy doing it and you know you have to, that's when you're going to procrastinate. You're going to be like, oh, fuck, let me just do it on Friday. Oh, let me just do it on Wednesday. Oh, let me just do it another day. So you have to find that fire spark in you. And it goes back to knowing your niche and knowing your life path and your soul number and your personality number. These 3 things will make it easy for you to understand how you should go about making money and what career path you should be even taking. And when you know these things, then you'll be like, oh, okay, so I wanted to do beauty, but I actually resonate with what my soul path and life path is saying. So instead of doing beauty, why don't I do wealth? These numbers, you can find it online, but it's included in the baddie blueprint as well. So when you get the baddie blueprint, it's like a spiritual thing. Like, girl, let me tell you something. It's a spiritual thing. You're going to learn how to manifest. It's a whole spiritual thing. You're going to learn about your subconscious mind. It's a lot. It's just a lot. Like, it's very, like, when I was going through the spiritual aspect of the baddie blueprint, I started getting scared. I don't know. You know, sometimes when you read something and you like watch something and it's so true that you start getting scared, like maybe I shouldn't know this information. That's how I was feeling. That's exactly how I was feeling. Yes, life path numbers. It's the link in my bio. Hold on, let me show you guys something, right? I'm not going to say much, but I want you guys to look at this, right? Just look at the symbols of this, right? Just look at the symbols of this. So I'm going to just show you this. This is a little ebook. So there's videos like how it teaches you about your subconscious mind, awakening your third eye. But I just want to just show you guys this. Do you guys see? So, do you guys see the diamond in the middle? Like the star in the middle? I don't want to say too much because I don't want my I don't want my live to be restricted. I don't want my live to be restricted, but I just want to show you guys real quick. I don't know, that symbol kind of like, if you look at the back, so I start to think, and I'm like, oh, okay. So when, okay. So it just started clicking. It's throwing me off. My heart was beating. Like when I kid you not, you know, when you see something and it's so truthful, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, you know what? I gotta close the laptop. I can't process the truth too much. You know, when something is too much truth, it's like, no, let me just calm down. I think I got enough information for today. I'm gonna revisit it tomorrow because listen, I enjoy my peace. And I think that, you know, when you lie to us, it's okay. Lying to us is okay. At least we know that, you know, it's just too much. But again, when you know these things, you start to understand how easy certain things are. That's the point I'm making. You start to understand how easy certain things are. You know, some things that you be so like, oh, why is it not working? Why is this not working? When you really truly realize that you have the power to alter your circumstances however you want, it's like, oh, okay, so I don't really necessarily need to be looking for 3 jobs. I'm gonna have to call you, LOL, because it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be very clear. Let's be very, very clear. Looking for a job is a job in itself. Let's cock it. First of all, number one, it's gonna take you like 2 months to actually find the job. Yeah. Then it's gonna take you about 3 weeks to get the interview. Yeah. And then the first interview, it seems like the company's not sure that the first interviewer is actually sensible. So they say, oh, you gotta go for a second round of interviews, a third round. Yeah. A whole bunch of wasting time. Yeah. Wasting time. Yep. Then when you finally get into the job, now it's 3 weeks to get paid. Yeah. So in total, that's like about 4 months. Now, bitch, let me tell you something. Imagine if you put the 4 months into yourself. Yeah. You would be so much more further than that shitty job I don't want to say shitty, but that job that has a cap on how much you can make. Yeah. So let's say, for example, you land a job that pays $100K a year. You know, $100K a year sounds so amazing. And it is amazing, actually, right? Because you're above average. But then when you think about it, it's like, okay, well, if you really was to put that energy into yourself, you can actually make that yourself, too, without having to, my boss, or I can't go on vacation. I want you guys to understand something. That's the beauty of a digital business. There's downsides. The downside is sometimes your content may not stick. Sometimes, you know, you may have people who do chargebacks. There's downsides to it, but the overall beauty of it is you can literally up and leave and move your device wherever you want to move it to. So if you say, you know what, I want to start a digital business in France because I know what they like, and I think that my digital product will do well in France, all you gotta do, download a VPN and then put it on your device. And now all your content is gonna be pushed in France. I hope you guys know that. Once you get a VPN and you put your VPN to France, like you have to first of all, before you even open any accounts, you have to first of all make sure your VPN is on. So when you open up an Instagram, TikTok, your VPN is on. Yes, it is. All these things I'm telling you is in the Baddie Blueprint, but I'm just talking to you guys like we're on a FaceTime call, right? So, and get you and Anna, right? You also get access to WhatsApp, the WhatsApp community. So you get to talk to me. You get to talk to me anytime. So even wherever you are on your journey, you can talk to me. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me show you guys real quick. Okay, so I had blocked some names because I didn't want nobody to see. But look, this is what the inside the WhatsApp community looks like. This is what it looks like, right? So we have the money making machine. Then we have the general chit chat. General chit chat is like weight loss, confidence, food recipes, like stuff like that. And then we have the dating advice. So people who need, like, let's say the girlies that are inside of the Baddie Blueprint and just want some dating advice, like, yo, what do you guys think about this guy? So all of that, you have access to speak to me and other people. You have access to me. That's the most important thing, right? So when we get to the money making machine, I usually post things about I'll post websites to find videos. I'll talk about, maybe I'll give you an app for crypto, stuff like that. So that's what's in. This is the Baddie Blueprint WhatsApp community. So once you get the Baddie Blueprint, like, click the link in my bio, and then when you click the link in my bio and you go to the Baddie Blueprint, you're gonna see a video of everything that's inside. You're gonna see a video. So there's no hidden, oh, I don't know what's inside, I didn't see that. Every single thing that's in the Baddie Blueprint, when you watch the video, is 40 seconds. You're gonna see every single thing inside, and you have access to the WhatsApp community as well, okay? So now let me finish spitting the game that I was telling you guys. Oh, okay. It's your main page. All right, got you. So, IDK. IDK, can you talk to them about, because you're in the community. You're in the community. Talk to the girlies about what's going on in the community, and what's your review, since you're live with us, what's your review of the Baddie Blueprint since you're in it already? IDKKK. Day. Every single day. Every single day. A motivational quote. I don't know. The quote can be helping somebody. It can be helping somebody. Let's get this. The link is in my bio, guys. The link is in my bio. Um, I didn't know. Sometimes I just put whatever. But I be like, okay, what quote do I feel like will go good today? That it will help motivate the girlies. I should create a broadcasting channel on Instagram. I don't know how I should go about that. Okay, all right. Okay, so sorry, I get sidetracked. Sorry, I digress. Somebody wants to know back about VPNs, and you guys know I'm going to also post this on YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, blah, 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 blah. So, I want to make sure I'm back on top. I have a Barbie. I have a podcast. I have a podcast. I've been having this podcast for about a year or so. This is how people be discovering me from my podcast. So if you type Bessie Next on YouTube or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you're gonna see all my episodes. I have like over 100, over 50 something episodes. Okay, so okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, girlies. Girls, can you help me? Girlies, can you help me? Like when people ask where to get the Baddie Blueprint and stuff like that. All right, cool. So now digital business, right? So I want you guys to understand something because I know a lot of people are not giving you guys this game. A lot of people are not telling you guys this. So I'm gonna tell you guys this for free. And this is why you guys need to invest in that Baddie Blueprint. Because if I'm telling you guys this, then imagine the information that's in it. And also, I want you guys to know that a crypto course will soon be added to the Baddie Blueprint. So I suggest you lock in your price right now. Right, people who got it for less than for $97, all those prices before, all those deals before are still in it and have access to this information. All these things are being updated. There's also a credit repair letter as well, credit repair letter to help you, remove any inquiries on your credit, blah 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 blah. So now let me explain the VPN. Now, again, this is one positive thing of having a digital business, right? When you have a digital business, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's all about your VPN, your IP location, your IP location. So if you're going to create a TikTok account, because TikTok goes based off of your IP, right? So if you want to create a TikTok account and say, okay, you know what? I want to sell to people in UK, because you can sell to, this is where people don't understand. You can sell to anywhere, anyone, anywhere, anyone. You have to make sure that you, first of all, download a VPN. Once you download a VPN, clear all your history, clear all the history on your phone, and then start creating your accounts. Now, When you create your accounts, those accounts are going to be in that state, country, location. Okay? Yes, a VPN will help you do that. A VPN will put your, like, for example, if you get a VPN right now, like, let's say when you're off this side, you get a VPN right now, and let's say you're in Atlanta and you want to be in New York. If you download the VPN and go to clear your cache on TikTok and then put the VPN onto New York and go back into your TikTok app, it's going to say New York. It's gonna say, and then there's a website to check your IP. When it comes to digital businesses, I want you guys to understand something. When it comes to digital businesses, you can move it anywhere you want. It's digital. So you can move it. You can be in Africa and say, you know what, I want to sell in America. You can be in America and say, I want to sell to people in Africa. It does not matter, right? So what? Because again, content is fluid. Content can be, because even though you make your account in France or in Africa or wherever, it could somehow touch America, right? But you've targeted towards people in Africa because you're selling products that, you know, people, someone in Africa may use, someone in South Africa, someone in Nigeria, someone in Ghana may use, right? But then it will still somehow touch America too as well. So again, it's all about your niche. See, guys, I'm giving you guys all the information. When you get the baddie blueprint, you have access to the WhatsApp community. You can talk to me in depth. Like, okay, bestie, which VPN should I use? Okay, all right, how should I go about it? Okay. Brooklyn Neal said, "Girl, you run a game. It's so yes." A lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't talk about that. You know, I don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about it because they don't know, and I know this because I'm so into digital stuff, and I know that you don't. It don't matter where you physically are. It's all about your IP location. Everything's about IP. You can still, even you that's in a certain location, and let's say you're in New York and you want your content to be in LA. All you have to do is create your account, make it in LA, and post LA Times. It's going to be pushed to people in LA. That's all it is. Digital business is all about IP location. That's the benefit of having a digital business. So when you move, if you move to another country or move to another state, it doesn't matter where you move to because your IP location still says where you want it to be. You just have to know how to navigate your IP, right? So now, once you know your niche, because niche is very important, right? So you know your niche. Now you have to identify your target audience. Again, like I said earlier, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody, right? So now I put an example on the board just an example to give you guys an idea to get the blood flowing. I use the example niche wealth. Wealth would always be a good niche to get into. Wealth will always be a good niche. However, if your life path and your soul number does not resonate with wealth, it may resonate with beauty, family, or lifestyle, right? Don't do what everybody is doing. Right? Do not do what everybody else is doing. When you do what everybody else is doing, it's going to be hard for you to stick out. When you do something else that resonate with you, that resonate with your life path and your soul number and your personality, people are going to appreciate that more because you're being authentic. Like the reason why people like my whole dating advice and stuff, because I'm authentically me. Like I speak the way I speak. I don't care how I speak. Sometimes what I say comes off raw to some people, but people love that I'm just raw like that. I just say it as it is. So that's me. So when you can connect what it is you're selling to your personality and remove the emotion, it will do well. Everybody's following everybody. Remember what I said earlier about people just saying, oh, God wanted you to be here. Not all of a sudden, in order for these bitches to start selling digital products, what they do, they be like, oh, I don't mean to curse, next to God's name or anything, but they be like, oh, God wanted you to be here. God, God, God. That's what I've been seeing it day in and day out because they seen somebody else do it and they seen the success that person has about with it. So to me, it's just corny. Like nobody got time for that, right? I don't want to see you sit down and lecture me. If that for all of that, I might as well on Sunday, wake up early, go to church, and let the pastor really shake my spirit. Then you telling me about this, and that because you want me to get your ebook, right? That's how it goes. But me personally, again, authentic myself. I have my whiteboard. I'm a Capricorn. I like to be prepared. I like to be organized. I like to make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about. I even have my book in front of me to show you guys. I'm a very organized person because I like to make sure that I'm going in order, right? I don't want to be sitting here just talking monotone, this and that. You get the baddie blueprint, you don't. You do, you get access, period. You know, Lisa, you know how us Capricorns are. We like to be very organized. We like structure. That's what we like. We like structure. We don't like shit to be all disorganized. We like to be different, right? Yes, we are very strategic. So again, now, so target audience, right? So I'm going to use the example again. Let's pivot back to what I was talking about. The example of Niche, wealth. So we're selling a wealth product, right? So a wealth product would be how to make money, investing, things like that, right? Depending on exact, it depends on what it is you're good at. So remember, when you're good at something, it's easier for you to know who to talk to because you're good at it. So you can talk about it every single day. If you cannot talk about wealth every single day or self development every single day, then that's not the niche for you. Okay, that is not the niche for you. Yes, yeah, April, go. It's the first, when you get to the spiritual module, it's the first book. It's the first book. So when you get that part, it's the first book. And then when you go through everything else, it talks about awakening your third eye, and it talks about manifestation, da da da. There's still going to be more videos added by tomorrow. Still more videos, like two more videos going to be added tomorrow. And then investing in either crypto, NFT, blah, 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 is going to be added this week. So that's what's going to be added this week into the baddie blueprint. Again, the baddie blueprint is always being updated. All right. So now, example, wealth, right? So let's say our target audience, because I circle target audience. Our target audience is between the ages of 25 to 35. They want a luxury lifestyle, has a job, gathers information from TikTok. You have to make sure, like, listen, let me tell you guys something, because I did this and I made this mistake, and I want to be very clear on this. You cannot skip the planning part. You cannot skip it. Do not think, oh, I'm going to just create content and I'll just put text on the screen. That's why the content is not moving. If you guys know how much faces accounts I have on this TikTok, you'll be like, oh, damn, girl. I have a TikTok page that has 50K view, 50,000 followers. I have another TikTok page that have 4K, and I'm building another one right now as we speak. Faceless, right? You have to, first of all, take a piece of paper. Yes, all right, April, see you later, girl. You have to take a piece of paper and do this. Target audience, right? Once you do this, you're going to know exactly who you're targeting. I made the mistake in the past. I promise you, you're going to sit there and be frustrated that your content is not going above 200 views, 300 views because you haven't done this. That's the reason why when people are like, oh, why is my content not moving? I started a new page. My first video, 600 views. My next one, 500. The next one, 600. So now I'm in a 600 round. I know sooner or later I'm going to break it and get to 1K, 2K. I know how to do this, right? Because again, I'm really good at digital marketing, right? It all goes back to digital marketing. And I want you guys to understand that the digital marketing course is included in the baddie blueprint as well. The full digital marketing course, right? Now, if you wanted to like own it and resell it, then you have to purchase it separately. Okay. Yes, you have to do a new page. Now, that's why, even like, for example, use my page as an example. Some of my videos that I do the text on screen, it does well, and some of them flop because my page has been always about, oh, dating. So if you notice, some videos do really well, some videos don't do well. Like, look at the last two videos. Like, the last one I posted, maybe I posted at the wrong time, but then look at the new one I posted. Like, I was talking about, tips in the bedroom. So that's what, like, it blew up. Now, in 1 hour, it had like 6K views, right? So I know a lot how this content stuff works, right? So, okay, cool. So again, let's pivot back. How do you know the times to post? It all depends on where your VPN is and what audience you're talking to. So for example, if you're trying to post, if you're in New York, right, and you want to appeal to people in the West Coast, you can't post in New York time. You can't post Eastern time. You have to post West Coast time. So it's all about where your audience is. So if I can't be saying, okay, I want to appeal to people in the West Coast and then I'm posting Eastern time, 6 a.m., they're going to be sleeping. They're sleeping. They're still in bed. So you would now say, okay, you know what? I'm going to post 11 a.m. Eastern time because it's still going to get people in the East Coast, but then it's still going to get the people in the West Coast that you actually want, which is target audience, right? Target audience. Persona would be West Coast. So I'm going to explain. It's going to all make sense, right? So again, pivot back. Just to recap, the niche example is wealth. Our target audience is female between the ages of 25 to 35. They want luxury. They already have a job. We're not talking to people who don't have a job because if they don't have a job, they're not likely to invest in your product. You want to talk to people who are more like intelligent, more enlightened, or more willing to say, okay, you know what? I actually want to invest, right? Because you don't want to talk to a girl that's 18. She's not going to be able to afford it. Depending on what type of product it is you're trying to sell to your customer or client, right? So now, they gather information from TikTok. So this is so important because you need to know where your client or customer is. You need to know where. Are they on TikTok, Instagram, or are they on Facebook? Believe it or not, you may not be on Facebook, but there's a lot of people that stay on Facebook only. They don't even be on Instagram, TikTok. They be on Facebook. So you have to, first of all, think. You have to put yourself in your target audience's shoes and say, okay, where would my target audience go? Okay, they'll be on TikTok because TikTok is a faster search engine, and they'll be on Instagram. Or they'll be on Instagram and Facebook only, not really TikTok. Because believe it or not, some people don't do TikTok because they have this mind that, oh, TikTok is a dancing app. TikTok is not really as serious, right? So once you identify that, what is going to help you? I hope you guys are following. Are you guys following so far? Put one in the chat if you're following. I'm talking about that right now. Oh, you can't read it? Oh, I'm so sorry, my love. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, good. Okay, good. Right? So now we've already discussed our target audience. I'm so sorry that you guys couldn't read. I didn't know the screen was mirrored the wrong way. So now that we identify our target audience, the next is persona. Persona is going to help you get your content. Persona is going to help you get your content. You cannot skip this phase. If you skip this phase, you're going to be getting videos that only get 100 views, 80 views, 200 views. You're going to be stuck in that box, okay? Now, an example, again, I've already identified our target audience. Now, let me explain our persona. Our persona is a 27-year-old female. She has no kids. Now, persona is very specific. She has no kids. She consumes luxury content. She likes luxury goods, and she's searching for a side hustle. Now, the content that you're going to make for this persona can appeal to anybody in that target audience, right? So, for example, your persona could be 27 years old and have no kids, but it could be someone that's 29 and has no kids and fall under the same thing. But you're making content for this particular person. Now, you can make 4 personas. 4 personas is good because it's going to give you 40 lines, right? 40 headlines, right? So, I think huns with children. No, 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 Fabs. I'm just giving you an example. If you have kids, it don't matter. I'm just giving you an example of persona. So you can say, okay, you know what? A 27-year-old female who has kids. Like, I'm just giving you an example. This is a random example. So I'm not saying if you have kids, you can't do this. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you an example of how you would identify your potential customer or client. I hope I'm clear. I hope I'm clear. If am I clear, guys? Type 1 if you guys understand what I'm saying, that I'm giving an example. Type 2 if you're not clear, you wasn't clear. I just want to be sure that everybody's on the same page. I want to make sure we are all on the same page. Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay. I don't want nobody to feel discouraged. I don't want no one to feel like, oh, I'm talking about them particularly. I'm not even 27 years old, so I'm just giving an example. Yeah, but would Def give an example for someone 40 with kids? No, it's just random. Okay, whatever, just use the example and put it to yours. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. Okay, she's 28 and she has kids. Does that make that you guys happy? Like, I'm like, y'all over here saying, oh, but she has kids. She has kids. That's not the factor. That's not the factor. The factor is the target audience and persona. Y'all sitting here worried about the wrong thing. This is what I'm talking about. You guys want to be bosses. You guys want to have a digital business, but you guys don't know how to remove your emotions from your business. Listen, when it comes to you having your own business, you have to know how to detach your emotions. So this has nothing to do with any emotions right now. Nobody should feel emotional that I said I use the example of a 27-year-old with no kids. Please. I don't even have kids. I'm not 27. It don't matter, okay? Please, let's go forward. Let's move forward. Okay, so now, the persona can fall for anyone that is 29, 30, 31, 32, right? This persona, right? But you're addressing this 27-year-old. So now you're going to make content for this persona, but then it's still going to hit your target audience, right? So an example would be a video of a luxury, like a video of someone in a luxury store, or maybe you're typing on your computer and you're happy. You're like happy and you're shopping online. So it would be like this. POV, your side hustle just bought you your first Chanel bag. POV, your side hustle just bought you your first Chanel bag. Now, the content behind it would be either you excited, like you making a content of you excited, you screaming and you jumping, or it will be you in a luxury store. Now, why does that content matter? Because remember, your target audience, they want a luxury lifestyle. Your persona likes luxury goods and consumes luxury content. So because your persona consumes luxury content and you've made that video for your persona, it still falls for your target audience because they want a luxury lifestyle. So it still falls in the umbrella. But you're talking to this person. The more specific you are with your content is the more it's going to range. But when you try to like range for everybody and say, okay, I see videos like this. I see videos like this. POV, you're between the ages of 35 to 45 and you just bought your first Chanel bag. No, no, no. You don't, and again, you don't really want to put age in it because you don't want to like again, it all depends on your target audience. So for example, if you're trying to target people that's under 35, then you would want to put age in and say, okay, I'm this or this and that. Or let's say if you're targeting people that's 35 and above, you'll put things that would only make sense to them and say POV, you're not under 35, blah, 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 blah. So it all depends on your target audience. Again, I can't say who your target audience is, but it all depends on your target audience. So now, let's say your target audience is people that are like 30 to 50, right? So then your persona is going to be someone that's 40 because you got to meet in the middle, or you're going to make four personas: someone that's 32, someone that's 35, someone that's 40, and someone that's 48, closer to the range of your target audience. Now, when you do that, it's going to help you create your content. It's going to help you a lot. It's going to save you a lot of time of trying to create content on the spot and getting frustrated with yourself. That's what happens because I've been there, done that. I've been, trying to create content on the spot and I get so upset because I feel like time is going. So it's always good when you have a digital business. Again, content is digital marketing. I want you guys to understand that. So let me briefly explain what digital marketing is. Digital marketing is a skill. It is a skill. So the only way you can be a digital marketer is if you want to offer that services to businesses, but it's a skill. Digital marketing can be something like you creating content creators or digital marketers, you providing a service online, all these email listing, that's what falls under digital marketing, right? So the more content you produce, you're pushing it out to your target audience. You're pushing out to your target audience. So you have to be very, very specific on your target audience. When you know what your target audience like, then you create your persona from your target audience. Am I clear so far? If I'm clear, if you guys understand exactly what I'm saying, type one in the chat. Just type one in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys understand what I'm saying. And do I have to repeat myself? I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Do you guys understand the whole target audience and persona? Because a lot of times people are not going to tell you this. They're not going to tell you about persona and target audience. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to just tell you, oh, identify your target audience. And then you're going to go out creating content that you'll be like, oh, POV, you are between the ages of 25 and 35. If you make that type of content, please delete it. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not flying. It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. I see a lot of times when girls be like, oh, why is my videos not doing good? Can you just audit my Instagram page or audit my TikTok page? And then I audit their page and I see that they've put 25 to 35 or 35 to 45. And then the content, what they're saying on the screen does not match the video. That's also very important. You got to understand that. Your video needs to be enough for people to want to see. Because remember, we all go by what we see. When it comes to social media, we're all looking at stuff. So it needs to be appealing. You cannot say, POV, you finally made money with your side hustle, and then the video is of a bird. It don't make sense. Like now it's like, all right, swipe up. Because I don't understand that, right? It has to make sense. Everything needs to click. Your video and content, text on the screen, it needs to be hand in hand. If it's not hand in hand, it's flying over people's heads. If you go on my page, you'll notice some of my videos, 11K, 12K, blah, blah, blah. Then you notice some videos, oh, this one didn't do too well, blah, blah, blah. It's all about the material behind the text on screen because people are always looking at the visual. People are always looking at the visual. And what I've also noticed is that for my profile, people like me talking more than just me putting text on the screen. I don't know. That's what I realized. So it all depends on how you start your profile and how are you maintaining your profile. So if you start your profile with text on the screen, then keep that theme, right? Keep the theme. Make sure you're staying up to date on trends, audio trends, and make sure you're utilizing good hashtags. Sometimes hashtags can really kill a video. That's what I also realized as well. Hashtags can sometimes kill a video. Thank you, Brooklyn, Neil. Thank you. So I want to make sure you guys are clear so far on what I've been saying so far. Just type one in the chat to make sure you guys are very, very clear on what it is that I have behind me on the target audience, the persona, popular niches. Yeah, right. So I want you guys to understand. Okay, I'm happy you guys like this. I'm happy. I'll be here. I'll be here. So I want you guys to know that the Baddie Blueprint is linked in my bio, and it includes mentorship as well. It includes mentorship. Um, I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say something else. Okay, so let's talk about posting content. Let's talk about posting content. So now, right? When it comes to what I realized personally with Instagram and TikTok is this. Instagram people, when they open Instagram, they don't really use their audio that much depending on the time of the day, right? I'm ready for Saturday box talk. I'm gonna do that this week. But sometimes Saturday box talk, these people be making my head hurt with the stupid ass questions they be asking. But anyways, um, so between Instagram and TikTok, you have to make sure you post 5-second videos and 5-second reels, right? Do not be discouraged and do not measure your success by somebody else's success, right? Okay, cool. So now what I realized about TikTok is this. You know, we're all consumers, right? We all, when we look at a TikTok video and we see, like, let's say it's like 10 comments or 15 comments, 20 comments, we immediately, after watching the video, we go straight to the comments. True or false? Type one if that's true, if you like to read the comments in TikTok. Type two if you don't really read the comments like that. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Okay, sorry, I need to do like a little verification on TikTok. Okay, good. See? So now, okay, two. Okay. So now what I realized about Instagram, yes, comments usually be more funnier than if no, honestly you do, right? So what I've noticed about TikTok is this and Instagram. TikTok, your selling point was gonna be in your comments. On Instagram, your selling point is gonna be in your caption. If that makes sense, right? So, you know, people talk about posting 4-second videos, but 4-second videos don't really do well, to be honest. It's more so 5 to 6 seconds. So you're gonna post 5 to 6 second videos on either Instagram, thank you for the heart, or TikTok. Now, TikTok, now I've noticed that TikTok, when you use like a one sentence or one phrase that correlates with the text on screen in the video, it does well, right? Then now, I've noticed that sometimes when you put bio or you put the link symbol, and I'm just saying this from me, what I've realized, right? And I'm gonna still test it out. I'm still testing it out to know if it's true or not. But so far, what I've realized is that when you put the link in bio in your caption, it doesn't do well. So you can't even put bio, bio, in your caption because once they see that, I feel like TikTok usually flags it. It's not like how it used to be before where you can pin comments and you can put link in bio and it won't be a problem. Now you got to like be very creative of how you say link in bio, right? Now Instagram, you can utilize both. You can utilize caption and your comment section, right? Because think about it like this: on TikTok, nobody has the long attention span as they do on Instagram. Nobody's gonna sit there and read a long ass caption. Like some of you are trying to like overload TikTok caption with so much information and it's not necessary. Now the video only got 100 views. So all that type you did, it's a waste of time because now TikTok is like, okay, 200 views. Oh, 100 views. Now you feel mad. You're like, damn, why my video didn't do well? Keep it short in the caption. Keep it very short. Maybe a few sentences, maybe one sentence. Keep it very short. Utilize your comment section in TikTok. If you put a lot of comments, like 5 comments, best to believe somebody's going to go read your comment section. Someone's going to read it. So, anyways, bestie, his girl of 7 years called my phone crying. All right, Vanessa, we're not talking about that. I don't care about the girl that's crying. If his girl calling you crying, why she even got your number, that's their business. Why you care about that? We talking about how to make money. When you start making some more money, you're not going to have to be dealing with the guys that got their girlfriends calling you. Hello. I had to clock that real quick. I said that really fast, but period. Period. So, anyways, yeah. So now, again, remember when you're posting on Instagram and TikTok, you have to make sure that your video and your yeah. She's like, we're talking about mama. No, right? SJ, the hello gonna do it every time. Because hello, because let me say something. Now I gotta go on rant. Now she has activated Bestie's rant. She has activated. Now it's activated. Now it's summoned. It's summoned. I keep telling you people the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. The only reason why you keep attracting guys you don't like or that don't do as much for you is because you haven't got yourself to that level. Now we got a detour. I'm sorry, SJ, we got a detour. No, 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 no. I need this rant to come out. I need this rant to come out. If it don't come out, I'm gonna start busting out sweating. If I don't let this rant come out, I'm gonna start busting out in sweats. I kid you not. I have to say it. I have to say it because people don't understand this. You listen, please, for any one of you that's in here, you cannot be a level 5. And I hate seeing this type of comments. Oh, where do I find rich men? Oh, how do I get a rich man? How do I get him to spend on me? Babes, babes. Do we just see how Jada Waiter got a Chanel bag at her club booking for free? The man just went like this. He showed her the AP and was not his head up like, oh, and left. But yeah, you guys are saying, how do I find a guy to spend money on me? How do I get the wealthy guys? I don't know where to go. And it's 2024. It's 2024. No, let's think about it, right? The fact that I just told you guys about being able to put your IP in whatever location you want it to be in order for you to make money. Do you think a guy, let's just do the math, right? We're going to draw the math out. Do you think that a guy that is financially stable, right, is going to sit there and say, okay, you know what? Let me go for the girl that's been looking for a wealthy man. I'm going to go for the girl that's looking for a wealthy man because, yeah, no, because when you are a broke, you start thinking about dumb shit. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. Now you're like, oh, nah, when he come home today, I'm gonna go through his phone because I feel like he's talking to somebody. Bitch, you got the wrong feelings. The feeling you're feeling is that you need to go get you some money. That's what the real feeling is. That's what the real, some of you be mixing the energy like, oh, my intuition. No, your intuition is telling you to go keep yourself occupied. But you're not doing that. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, when he come home, I'm gonna go through his phone because he probably talking to that girl, Sabrina. Sabrina don't even know that man. Sabrina don't even want that man. But then you focus on the wrong thing. I'm always clock it. Let's just clock that. So most of the time, that's why, and that's the main reason why men that are financially stable do not want women that are idle. That's the main reason. You can be cute as hell, but if you're idle, you're toxic because now you're gonna be thinking about the dumb shit. What? Let's just think about it. Let's just think about this. I want us to think about this logically. There are so many fine babes that got things going on. So why would he pick, okay, yeah, you look good, but then you can't even afford to go get your nails done. You can't even afford to do your hair. You can't even afford. So now, because you can't afford these things, and now you at home all the time, you don't have nothing to keep your mind busy, you sitting there thinking about going through his phone. Now you sitting there making fake pages. You're like, I'm about to make a fake page because, bitch, the energy, no, hold on. I'm clocking somebody's tea right now. The energy you're taking to make a fake page, to watch that guy, is the energy you can take to make a page to make you some money. Hello. 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 These girls be excellent private investigators. They know how, listen, they know how to watch every page. They have so much time to look at different, oh, I'm gonna make this page to watch the side chick Instagram. I'm gonna make this page to watch this man. I'm gonna make this, bitch, that's the same energy you can use to make you an Instagram page and post content and make some money. But they don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me. Hello. They don't want to hear me. You think I'm sitting here talking for my own health? You, I'm sitting here. Listen, I've already given you. If you've been on my life from the beginning to the end, you already have some. Oh shit, that helped me out. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Stop spending so much time on thinking about what the man is doing. Decenter men. That's what a baddie is. Decenter men. Because the moment you keep centering your life around, oh, the man, he's stressing me out. The man girlfriend is calling me. The man wife is calling me. Oh, my man, he's not giving me attention. Focus on yourself. The more you pour into yourself is the more you shine and you glow different. You glow different. People are like, oh my God, you're glowing. Yeah, I'm glowing because I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on my goals and aspirations. I'm watering my plant. The reason why some of you are not glowing and the reason why some of you are looking dried up, like some dates, because you're not watering yourself. You too busy trying to pour into the man. You too busy like, oh no, I need to make sure. You putting all the energy in him. So that's the reason why you look dried up. You look dried up, dry like a date, dry like a raisin, looking dry. Dry. All because why? You don't want to pour into yourself. You don't want to pour into yourself. Don't ever get it confused. You are the main character. You are the main character. We sitting here talking about the money, and then this girl talking about the girlfriend called me. First of all, the fact that she even have your number is, you should be thinking, how the fuck did she get my number? Number two, why the fuck this bitch got energy? That's the type of person you want to even be entertaining anyway. You tell her, you know what? Babes, I wish you the best. Keep that man. Keep that man. I wish you the best. Keep him. Because that's the only thing keeping you busy. I'm over here getting to the bag. I'm over here getting to the bag. I'm over here learning how to make me some mama. The energy see, Vanessa, you should have told her. The energy, you know what? Sometimes some of these girls that be trying to check you, you got to check them. You should have told her, like, excuse me, babes, let me tell you something. And you got to call her babes. Because you can't be like, oh, let me tell you something. You be like, babes, babes, babes. You know the energy you use to, like, find my number is the energy you can use to make you some account, make you like a faceless account and make you some money. How about you put this hurt into your pocket? You got, sometimes you gotta check them. Sometimes it takes them doing that and they be like, she'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense actually. You know what? Thank you. Cause I am being stupid. Don't have broke bitch behavior. Broke bitch activities is sitting there calling girls because of your man. Sitting there, the whole day you could use to go through the phone, make fake pages. That is broke bitch activities. Broke bitch activities is making pages to check if your man is cheating, making pages to stalk a side chick. That is broke bitch activities. Because a rich bitch don't got time for that. I don't got time. Listen, I don't got time to do all of that. I'm sitting here trying to make some money so I can go on a trip. I'm trying to buy me this. I'm trying to do that. I don't got to listen. Take your drama and go that way. Because like I told you guys in the beginning, money's a spirit. So if you are upset and you are spending your energy, you're putting your spirit and say, I'm going to make sure. How is money going to knock on your door? Because you're too busy focused on the toxic stuff. Again, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Let's make that very clear. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. So because we know an idle mind is a devil's workshop, how is money supposed to come in? How are you supposed to be thinking about how to make money? Because now the devil has came in your mind and put a whole bunch of junk in it. Now you sitting there, instead of posting the content to make you some money, you sitting there like, you know what? Let me go on that fake Instagram page to watch her. Now you sitting there refresh. Now you missed out on a whole day. Hello. You missed out on a whole day. Guys, it's 2024. And it's not about you making money to be masculine, to say, oh, I don't need a man. Oh, this is that. I don't need men. It's not about that. It's just about decentering, pouring more into yourself. If you want to have an ultimate glow, I'm going to tell you guys this for free. For free. You know how they say drink water, mind your business? Drink water, mind your business. Very simple equation. Married, wife, whatever you are. Because I know somebody said, oh, I'm married at 23. Same thing. Just because you're a wife does not mean you need to lose your identity. Just because you're a wife does not mean you need to consume yourself in your husband's identity. That's a mistake a lot of women make, and that's why they end up in divorce because they're too busy. Like, oh, okay, I'm a wife now. Okay, you're a wife. That's good, but that should not be your only identity. Oh, I'm a mom now. That's good, but that should not be your only identity about you. Remember, if you were not meant to be here, you would have been aborted. Your mom would have said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm sending this. I'm sending this fetus on a first class ticket to heaven." Your dad would not have shot in her. You would have still probably, you know what? You would have probably still been in your dad's nutsack, number one, or you would have been on the floor. You would have been on the floor somewhere. Your mom would have swallowed. Your mom would have swallowed, or you would have been on her stomach and she had to go to the bathroom and wipe you off. So the point that I'm making is you have a purpose, right? So you have a purpose. So it's very important to understand that wherever you are in life, whether you are a mom or wife, girlfriend, wherever you are in life, do not let that be your total identity. And most times, that's why they say they have these posts that says a lot of women are more successful single. The only reason why people feel like that is because they don't know how to decenter their situation. They don't know how to keep their identity. Keep your identity. Go ahead, love. Keep your identity. That was my rant. I'm done with my rant. You got to be true to who you are. You guys know I have to get that. If I didn't get that ran out, my body would have been sweating. I would have started busting down in sweats because I'm like, nah, this person got me shaking. This person got me shaking. We talk about money. She talk about the side chick calling her. Vanessa, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Vanessa, because sometimes we need that. Okay, so you don't, first of all, babes, love. So I'm gonna just summarize what love asks, because love has stopped the whole rant to ask me a question, and this is probably gonna lead to another rant, and then I'm gonna get back to on the board. I promise, I'm gonna get back to the board. Love, you want him to approach you, you gotta be giving off that baddie energy. You gotta first of all come and be the best stepper in the room. I mean, you better put that shit on. You better put that shit on. That's the only because you can't sit there and bump him. Let me say something. The whole bumping a guy, bumping into a guy, and oh hey, or flinging your hair is not gonna get his attention. Nobody wants that. If you be like she's doing too much, that's the first thing you're gonna think. The best thing you need to do is come in there and step. You gotta be the biggest stepper in the room. So he'd be like, oh shit, this is the you listen. I don't know. Suck straight. Posture needs to be straight. Straight. What? Look. Yeah. 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 I just came here for. Yeah. I'm just here for an hour. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, hey, Brad. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Thank you. Yeah. Even when you sit, even when you sit, you gotta sit chest up. You don't sit like this. You don't be like this. Let me just be sitting. Let me just sit. Now you gotta be like, yeah, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I'm okay. You're always smiling. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Brad gonna be like, who's the girl with the purple shirt with the, and he was like, oh yeah, oh yeah, no, my name is Tiffany. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's nice. What are you studying? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm a business major. Yeah, I have my own digital business right now. Yeah, because you gotta let him know you get into the money. Because you gotta let him know you're not accepting nothing less. You gotta let him know you ain't accepting nothing less. So yeah, I have my. Cause you know how some guys automatically think. I love you guys too. You know how some guys automatically think, oh, you're in college, you broke. You can't let him think, oh, you're a broke college student. So let me tell you how to package yourself, babes. Because this is any one of you in here. Listen, just listen. Listen to what I'm saying. Bestie, always gonna have you. There's two things you gotta say, right? One, let's say you're not a broke bitch, and you may not have a job, and you probably don't have like a online business yet or anything like that, but you collect money from guys. You're not gonna open your mouth and say, well, I'm looking for a job. It's 2024. There's no looking. You either have or you don't. You're gonna open your mouth and say, oh yeah, I'm an independent project manager. Yeah. So I deal with the scheduling and the funding, things like that. Yeah. That's one. Did y'all clock that? Did y'all clock that? Type one if you clock that. That's one. That's the first one. Packaging is very important. Packaging is very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. If you don't package yourself the right way, they're going to treat you like shit. So even though you don't have a job, that doesn't mean you should open your mouth and say, well, I'm thinking, some of you are so, and I'm gonna punch you in the throat if you open your mouth and say something like this to a guy, because some of you be like, oh well, this person online told me I shouldn't tell them what I do because that's no, bitch. What do you do is a normal day-to-day conversation. You should be able to open your mouth and say, I don't care who told you not to, I'm telling you what you should say, right? So again, take it from the top. Let's say they ask you, oh, what do you do? And you don't have a job. You haven't started your business. You can't say, oh, I'm about to start a business or I'm a content creator. Bullshit. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that in 2024. It was cool in 2019. It was cool to say, oh, I'm a content creator. 2024, nobody wants to hear I'm a content creator or I'm inspiring. Nobody wants to hear you're inspiring. They want to know what you are. Just think about when you hear somebody say, oh, I'm an inspiring artist or I'm a rapper. Bullshit. If you are a rapper, why are you in my face? Why are you not on billboards? Why are you not performing in the BET Awards? You're sitting here in my face. You are not an artist. You're not an artist. You're pretending. I don't want to hear that. Just think about it. You don't want to hear, you do not want to hear a man tell you he's an artist. So just think about what they don't want to hear you say, oh, I just have a little business. Ain't nothing is little. Nothing is little. Big stepper. We big steppers. Oh, I got a little lash business or I got a little lash thing I'm starting up. No, you gotta sit there and be like, yeah, my name is Tiffany. Yeah, I'm an independent project manager. Yeah, deal with the finances, scheduling, things like that. Yeah, small companies, small companies. Yeah, they hire me. I get the contracts and I make sure I organize their projects, make sure it's run to the best of its abilities. Yeah. Yeah. That's one. Number two, let's say you have an online business. Now, let's say you don't want to talk about your 9 to 5 because it's not that impressive. Like, you want to say something that screams, oh, you want to just sound like a top-notch girl, right? So, and let's say your online business may not be like up there. When it comes to online businesses, it doesn't really matter how much you make. It's the fact that you're doing something. Remember what I said about being a boss and an employee, right? So again, now this is two. Let's say you have an online business and you sell digital products. You're not going to be like, oh, when they say, what do you do? I sell digital products. No, you don't just sell digital products because you do a lot more than that. Don't you got to create the content? Don't you got to organize? Don't you got to make sure you do the admin work? Don't you got to create a website? Don't you got to create a stand store? That's a lot than just, oh, I sell digital products. Even let's say you don't sell digital products and you're a content creator. I'm a content creator. I'm a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber. No, that's not what you are. Hold on. So they ask, what do you do? Oh, I'm a digital entrepreneur. I sell different products to different markets such as North America, Asia, and Africa. And Europe, sometimes here and there. Done. Icing on the cake. You don't gotta say, oh well, so I also create content. My business is making. That's enough. The fact that first of all, I'm already confident that most of you are already big steppers. Y'all on my live, y'all already big steppers. Y'all, you listening to me? You are a big stepper. So you already saying that. Best to believe that person is gonna eye you from head to toe. You got a nice hair on. You got your natural hair done. Whatever kind of hairstyle you have, your hair is nicely neat. Clothes looking expensive, bag looking good. Again, it's not about name brands, it's about looking good, right? You look good as hell, so you're like, yeah, my name is Tiffany. I'm a digital entrepreneur, and I sell different products to different markets, such as North America, Asia, Europe, and Africa. Done. Done. Finish. And there should be no other. He shouldn't be saying how much you make. That's a Dusty, and I'm pretty sure, based off your appearance, because you listen to Bestie, Dusty's not even gonna come talk to you because you're gonna they all the Dusties have a smell. They have a certain smell, like they stink. They have a smell. So the moment the moment the person comes close to you, you smell that smell. You be like, excuse me, 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 excuse me. I know that smell. Excuse me. No, 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 no. That's, you get what I'm saying? Type one in the chat if you clocked. You got what I'm saying. I just told you what to say if you're a student. You still say you're a digital entrepreneur. Done. Same thing. You still say it. What if he's your boyfriend and asking, why would your boyfriend be asking you that? Babes, babes, babes. Is your boyfriend providing for you, or is he trying to do the roommate thing? Because if he's trying to do the roommate thing, that's not your boyfriend. That is your roommate. If he is sitting here trying to, no, Wigs by Jay said we are all digital entrepreneurs, girl. No, that's where you guys get it wrong. Everybody's not a digital entrepreneur. Is Please, first of all, let's clock this. Because that's what's gonna kill the rest of you. That's what's gonna kill you guys from actually being successful. If the original person who made bread, right? They made a loaf of bread. If everybody else said, "Oh, there's already bread already. Everybody's making bread. Why would we make bread?" Would we have different options of breads? We wouldn't have bagels. We wouldn't have triangle bread. We wouldn't have pepper soup bread. We won't have sliced bread. We won't have potato bread. We won't have white bread. We won't have wheat bread. Ashley Starr, you learned all of that in the digital market. I said in the digital marketing. I'm already sorry. You learned that in the baddie blueprint. So you learn how to create a website from scratch. Shopify website. Sorry. Shopify website in the baddie blueprint. So you learn all these, everything I'm talking about. Like when you click the link in my bio, you go to the baddie blueprint, you're going to see a video. Like you're going to see every single thing that's in it. And I highly suggest you to look at every single thing so you know exactly what you're getting. And not only that, you get access to the WhatsApp community and speak to me. So wherever you are on your journey and you're confused about something, I'll help you. I'll be like, oh, okay, babes, you're doing this wrong, right? So you have the guidance, the mentorship and guidance as well. So don't let, like, again, I said this earlier on my chat, because somebody has said we all digital entrepreneurs. No, don't let what other people do have anything to do with what you say. What you say is what you say. Everybody's a nurse, right? Everybody's a nurse. I don't even think to say I'm a nurse. Everybody's a nurse. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody's this. Everybody's a content creator. You guys that are on my live and you guys that are listening to me, you guys are just, you guys are on game. It's not a billion people saying the same thing. A lot of people are not interested in having a digital business because they have a physical business. A lot of people are doctors and nurses. Some people are teachers. They don't, so not everybody can consider themselves a digital entrepreneur. And then I gave you guys two things. I said digital entrepreneur or an independent project manager. Those are two things. Two things. So, right? Or you can be an independent assistant. Depends on how you want to flip it. How do I what? How do I answer him and I don't know what you're saying, girl. Type one in the chat if I'm clear. We clear so far. Type two in the chat if we're not clear because I don't know what y'all saying. Thank you. Okay, we're clear. So hold on. Oh, she spelled it wrong. But then I've already I dislike when I say things. I dislike when I say things and I have to keep repeating myself, keep repeating myself, keep repeating myself. I think I've said it. I think I made myself very very clear on the two things you can say, right? How to package, right? Because packaging is very important, right? Why? Okay, okay. First of all, excuse me, sir. I don't even. This is what's gonna piss me off. This is what's gonna piss me off. This is what's gonna piss me off. You are a man. Why are you here? Do not ask me any question pertaining to the content that I made and said women should rob men. First of all, number one, it was satire. It was a joke. It was a joke. Every single person that laughed under that post understand it's a joke. You're asking the wrong question. Why are you inviting women to your house that you don't even know? You have, first of all, your intentions from the beginning. I'm smelling it, queen. I'm smelling it. It's stinking. It's stinking real bad. It's actually stinking. You know what, Queen? I smelt it. At first, I tried to ignore it, but then, Queen, you're right. I'm smelling it. It smells like d- a, d- a, d- a, d- a dusty. It dusty. Dust. Now I can't even see shit. I can't even see shit. I gotta put water in my eyes, bitch. I gotta put water in my eyes, bitch. I gotta put water in my eyes because I can't even see shit. Cause this motherfucker done. He I gotta. I gotta. I gotta. Because the dust, the smell of the dust, hit my nose. Oh God. No, he got up out of here real quick. Once I said you are a man. Once I said that, he was. Wait, is he out? I didn't even see if he's out. Let me make sure he's out of here because oh he's gone. He's the done. Oh no, don't mute him. Block him. He's out of here. He's out of here. How do I get started? Okay, get started. Just all you gotta do is click the link in my bio. Invest in the Baddie Blueprint. Once you get invest in the Baddie Blueprint, you're going to get every single thing you need. You're going to get a full. Like I want you guys to understand something. Okay, first of all, just to be very clear, right? Because now I had to sidetrack. But hold on, let me just get this rant out because if I don't get my rants out, my body start itching. Why? This is the shit that be pissing me off because the men that are getting to the money, the men that are trying to do things in life, are not sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm going to consume women content. Let me hop in her live and make a comment." But when a fellow man is telling them how to get some money, they don't ever comment about that. But they choose to bring their dusty, ashy ankle, dirty feet, ashy knuckles into my section to type their emotions. Oh, if she's robbed me, I'm going to shoot her. Oh, this is behavior. But sir, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you even here? It's always the dirty feet, ashy ankle, dusties that always have an opinion. But when it's time to make money, when it's time to look for a job, all of a sudden they can't do it. All of a sudden, oh, she's a gold digger. You don't even have any gold. Men that don't have money are always worried about women that are after men with money. You don't even have it. So why are you worried? Why are you worried? Anyways, I got that rant out. Now that I got that rant out, I'm good. Because if I didn't get it out, my body would have been itching. My body, I start stumbling on my words. I start sweating under my arms. You know what I'm saying? I already got a little sweat going on. I got to get my rants out on time. Got to get it out on time. Anyways, so what I was saying was, hello to that. Hello. What I was saying was, when you get the Baddie Blueprint, you get access to every single thing. The only thing is you can buy it wherever you are in the world. The only thing, Jasmine said that's the Nigerian. No, it is the Nigerian spread. I had to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get it out. The only thing is you cannot resell it, right? So type one in the chat if you've been seeing digital marketing all over your For You page. Like you've been seeing digital marketing and then you've been seeing the course for like 500. If you've been seeing digital marketing course for about 500, 600, type one in the chat. If you haven't, type two. I just want to make sure. Mm-hmm. Tay, I remember you, Tay. Okay, so now think about it like this, right? The Baddie Blueprint has every single thing in one, and it's always updated, and it's half the price. Half, literally half. So for those of you who want to start a physical business, it comes with a full vendors list. The Baddie Blueprint was basically created for women to have it all in one. You know, most times when you buy a vendor list from one girl, you buy like $100, $50 vendors list. You got to go somewhere else to learn marketing. You got to go somewhere else to get this. You got to go somewhere else to get that. No, the Baddie Blueprint is everything in one. And then you have access to talk to me. So even when you start your business, and let's say you want me to help order your Instagram page, or you want me to help you with your TikTok, or you're like, oh, I'm not sure on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm there for you. The WhatsApp community is there. Hold on, let me show you guys. I just want to show you guys a peek inside of the WhatsApp community. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Wrong thing. Hold on, I just want to show you guys a peek inside. Okay, this is the right thing. I want to show you guys a peek inside the WhatsApp community. So this is a peek inside. So even if you have like let's say Like the baddie blueprint is just a full community. So let's say you even just want dating advice, right? But you're shy to like DM me, or you don't want to talk about it in the comment section, and you really just want to just have access to speak to me like anytime. You have access to speak to me about dating. So dating advice is also in the baddie community as well, because you still need guidance. You still need opinion. Like, oh, what do you guys think about this guy? Or this guy has been saying this. All in the baddie blueprint. Literally everything is in the baddie blueprint. It's created just for women to have that full elevation. Yes, I have a podcast. Also, feminine energy meditation is also there. So those of you who have issues with your femininity, you want to know your life path, or you want to know your soul number, you want to know all these things, spiritual stuff, every weight loss, you want to know about BBL filler, you want to know about, listen, every single thing you can think of when it comes to transforming yourself is in the baddie blueprint. It's in the link in my bio. It's in the link in my bio. Every single thing. Like, it's a full transformation. It's literally your one-stop shop, and it's a one-time payment for you to have access to updated information. What's going to be added this week is going to be crypto. I've been telling you guys this. Yes, I do talk about BBLs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fillers and BBLs. So you learn about different type of fillers. You learn about different types of BBLs. And also, I keep forgetting to mention this. A credit repair letter is also included in the baddie blueprint. So for those of you who like keep getting declined, like let's say you want to get a home loan, or you're trying to move into a new luxury apartment and you keep getting declined because your credit is not up to par and you need to remove certain things, there's a credit letter included in a baddie blueprint. Barbie, the only thing I'm gonna tell you is this: if you're not ready to be disciplined, don't even try, because that diet plan, someone that got the baddie blueprint, they came on my live, and I don't want to like go up in my pictures because I have to go up in my pictures, but someone came in my live and they told me they dropped 4 kgs. That's about 8 pounds in a week, just off of that body cleanse and weight loss thing. Just let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you. So, once I find with crypto, I'm not that advanced in crypto yet. So once I find a good instructor, it's not me that's creating the crypto course. So the digital marketing course that is inside of it, it's not me that created it. It's just included. So even the spiritual videos you see, it's not my voice. It's not me. So the baddie, I want you guys to understand. Let's be very clear. The baddie blueprint is a compilation of different courses and guides in one. So that's why you can't resell it, because there's other like people that's in it that there's no MMR on their product. So the baddie blueprint is really for you to have access to updated information. So with that one price you pay, now during this week, a crypto course is going to be added. Something else is going to be added. So it's not just, oh, it's one thing and that's it. No. And you get access to the WhatsApp community as well. I'm always posting quotes every single day. Like, even if I'm late, I still make sure I'm like, oh shit, I gotta post a quote to keep you motivated, to keep you going. And I always say it in the WhatsApp community when a video is being updated. So you always know. You always, oh, okay, this is added to the community. The courses that's added is not free. It's bought. So you don't even have to pay. You're not even paying for it. You're just paying for the membership, and it's one time. And you know that, okay, I'm always gonna get access to different courses. Do you teach any courses? Yes, the courses inside of it, like again, inside of the baddie blueprint, you're gonna hear some of it where my videos are in it, and then you're gonna also hear other people's stuff. So it's everything in one. And for those of you who are looking to create your own mini course, you will learn how to create your own mini course as well. There's a course on how to create your own mini course. So for those of you who are like, okay, I actually want to start selling my own product before the year before holidays come, start now. Start now. I want you guys to understand something. You guys are walking into the new year the same way and hoping for different results. That's the problem. That's the mistake. That's literally the mistake. You're like, oh, I want to make, like, some of you guys have goals. Think about, I don't even got to talk too much. Think about the goals you have for 2023. You say, you know what, I'm going to start January 1st. Did you accomplish the financial goals, this weight loss goals? Some of you back got bigger than last year. Listen, we're besties. We're just talking the truth. You got to start now. When it even comes to weight loss, start now. If you start now, October, November, December, by January, you're entering the new year a new person. People be saying new year, new me, and be the same person. And the year still be the same. Time is ticking. Start now. The only way to have a different new year, quote, quote, is by entering the new year a new person. You cannot start the new year and say, oh, it's January 1st, so I'm going to start now. It takes 21 days to build a habit. So let's say, for example, let's say, okay, your goal is to lose weight and you start January 1st. All right, I start January 1st. It's going to take you from till about March, April to really see the results. Then we have May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then you got to remember your weight is going to fluctuate because you're going to get happy like, oh, I lost weight. You're going to add a little bit, going to drop. So you're not going to actually see that weight loss results January 1st. So in order for you to have a better year, you got to start building the habits the year before. We are currently in the last month of quarter three. I hope you guys know. I know some of you are not paying attention to the clock. You guys don't know what quarters is. September is the last month of quarter three. Once we get to October, we're in quarter four. Quarter four is the end. You got to give it your all. Start now. If you guys start your digital businesses now, you're going to see the success of it in quarter four. Then when you get to quarter one, you're going to be like, oh shit, I got the hang of it. Now you're walking into a new year with your business that's functioning because you have made the little mistakes. Because don't get me wrong, you're going to make little mistakes like, oh, I didn't post this the right time, or I made the wrong content, or I used the wrong words. You're going to make those little mistakes. You need to make those mistakes now so you're entering the new year knowledgeable with the information you need, and you're actually already started making money. So now you're like, oh, my business makes X amount of money into the new year. Now you're like, okay, my goal for this new year is I want my business to be $1 million. I want my business to generate $1 million because now you're already generating money. So now you can project like, okay, this year I want to make this amount. You can't say, oh, well, I want to have $1 million business. I'm going to start January 1st. It's not going to happen like that because it's going to take you about 3 months. Now you've wasted quarter one trying to learn how to start the business. Quarter two, you start in. Quarter three, you just quarter two, you're starting. Quarter three, you're just getting like 1 or 2 sales. Quarter four is already here. So you're not making that $1 million that year because why? You started late. Starting at quarter one is you starting late. Starting quarter one means that you want to wait for the next quarter one. So if you want success now, you have to start now. You have to start quarter three because then now when you start quarter three, you're going to start reaping the benefits in quarter one. Quarter one is going to be like January to like beginning of spring. Does that make sense? You can start now. Just type one if I'm making sense so far. Like, I hope I'm making sense because that's what I've always realized. I realized that most of the time, even for me personally, I realized that every time that I've said in the past that, oh, I want this year to be like this, or I want this year to be like this, I've always walked in that year the same. So, in order for me to want the year to be better, I have to be already working from quarter three, quarter four to make sure I'm entering the new year. Okay, the whiteboard is here, so you guys can see. This is the whiteboard. Hold on, let me move this. Oh. All right. So you can see the whiteboard, right? You see, I say anything but lies. I'm really trying to, because, like, to be honest with you, you're not going to find anything on the internet where it gives you everything in one. Like, for example, digital marketing courses right now are $400, $500. That's only you learning digital marketing. You're not learning how to create a course. You're not learning this. There's so many things that's missed out of it, right? Okay, you're not even learning self-development. You're not even learning the manifestation because now, okay, you've learned digital marketing. Now you have to learn you have to even know who you are because you need to know what matches you, right? So in the Baddie Blueprint, you're going to learn your life path, your soul number, your personality number. All those things are so important when it comes to business because you don't want to get into the wrong business. You may think you're good at hair, but you're good at selling makeup. Like your life path is actually serving people who want to feel more beautiful. Yes, I do meditate. The light is on the board okay, hold on. Is this better? Is this better? Okay. I think I probably have to like bring it down a little bit. I don't know if I could put it like this. Okay, I think that's better. I should have been putting it like this all along. See, you learn something new every day. I should have been putting it like this all along. All right. I think that's way better. Take nine. That's what. Yeah, I do. You know what I also do? I'm gonna tell you guys this for free. I'm gonna tell you guys this for free. You know what helps me a lot is having a gratitude journal. Having gratitude for what it is I already have and hoping for what I want next. And my gratitude journal is already almost, I have like a few pages left. Let me show you guys the book. I started this journal, right? I started this journal in, um, let me just tell you guys. I started it in February, and now this is how much pages I have remaining to finish the book. Like it's gonna be finished. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. This is how much pages I have left till it's finished. So every single thing, all of this is things I'm thankful for, and best to believe, things that I was hoping for actually did happen. And this is how much I have remaining. So this is what I have remaining. Everything here is what I'm thankful for. Full. So I personally recommend you guys to um just an empty book. So I'm gonna give you guys this tip, right? In order for you to truly get what it is you want in life, you have to be thankful for what it is you do have, because wherever you are right now, you once prayed for it, right? You once prayed to be like, oh, I prayed to be here. You once prayed for it. So a lot of times, because life is happening so fast, we forget to be thankful. And you have to show gratitude. That's the only way you're going to get what it is you want, and you're going to get more. You have to be thankful. Like, oh, don't take little things for granted, right? Any one of us, anybody could be in the hospital sick, fighting for their health, living under a bridge, not having access to internet. Be thankful for the little things, because when you're thankful for the little things, it's like you're putting the energy out there of I'm thankful, and the universe is gonna bless you with more. So this is what you do. You take an empty book, right? You can start it now. You take an empty book, and every single day you have to make time for yourself. A lot of you guys are making excuses as to why you don't do certain things for yourself because, oh, I'm a mom, or I have to go to work, or I have to do this. No. Everything else can wait. 10 minutes. All it's going to take for you is 10 minutes to really, first of all, pray. That's number one, because praying does help. Believe it or not, praying helps. Praying is a form of meditation, quote, quote. Praying does helps, right? Because it prepares you for the day. Now, you writing in your gratitude journal already makes you be thankful. So you're not going to feel like anything, like let's say you have any worries about maybe some things that you may not have accomplished, or you have any worries when it comes to bills or whatever. You're not going to feel that worried, because you're going to be like, oh, I'm thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that I'm healthy. I'm thankful that I even got a light. I'm thankful that I got a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I have clean water to drink. People take that for granted. The fact that you could even on your light, the fact that you have an internet, the fact that you have phone, the fact that you can open your fridge and get a snack and drink water and not have to go fetch water, you should be thankful. The fact that you have a car, even though you may not have a G-Wagon, you don't have a Ferrari, the fact that you have a car to drive from point A to B, thankful. The fact that you can even put gas in your car, thankful. These are the things that help you manifest things quicker. I'm telling you guys this for free. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Honestly, even weight loss. I can show y'all. Let me just show y'all real quick. I'll show y'all one. I said, one of them says, okay, so I do it in two ways. I do three things I'm thankful for, three things I look forward to. One of the things I put was getting to my goal weight. If you go to my pin video, you'll see how my face looked then, and you can see how I look now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Girl, Barbie, the body cleanse and the diet plan inside of the baddie blueprint is exactly what I did. And the weight was falling off really quick. But you may plateau after a while. Like after like a week or two, you start to plateau. That's what happens. And when you plateau, that means you need to increase your fitness and increase your fitness. Increase your fitness and probably remove something, like whether it be because when it comes to, sorry, let me pivot real quick. When it comes to weight loss, this is what happens. You know why people be like, oh, those fast diets don't work. The reason why most people say that is because after the diet, they quickly run to start eating how they did in the past. You cannot do that. You have to like slowly let your body adjust to your new body. So what does that mean? If you lose like 10 pounds in a week, you're not going to next week say, oh, I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A and get me a chicken sandwich because I missed a chicken sandwich. Or I'm about to eat 10 fries. Or I'm about to eat a big bag of Doritos. No, you have to still eat healthy and slowly like bring in certain things. So after like a week or two, 3 weeks, your body's gonna adjust to that new weight, and you're probably gonna even lose more weight. And then once your body adjusts to that weight, then you can have a day where you say, okay, I'm gonna eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but you're not gonna eat the whole thing. And if you're gonna eat it the whole thing, that should be the only thing you eat for the day. That's the trick. You see, when it comes to fast food, right? Let me just pivot real quick. Let's just talk about this real quick. All this bitch eating. When it comes to fast food, the problem with a lot of people, and the reason why people are overweight and obese is because they eat too much. First of all, you cannot be having sausage, egg, cheese, bacon, uh, um, uh, pancakes and waffles for breakfast, and then you're like, oh my god, 12 o'clock come, it's lunchtime, let me eat a sandwich. Okay, it's dinner time, let me eat spaghetti. That's the reason why your back is big, because you're eating too much. You gotta fast. Give your body time to break down food. So let's say you skip breakfast and you say, okay, I'm gonna have a late lunch. Some of you don't even be hungry, you just be thirsty. Let's clock it. Some of you don't even be hungry, you just be thirsty. That's the real tea. A lot of times you be, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, it's lunchtime. Let me go quickly run. Let me go. I gotta go eat a sandwich. I gotta go eat hero. Let me go to Subway. Oh, let me go to Chick-fil-A. Y'all don't even be hungry. Y'all not even giving your body first of all, this is why you can't think straight, because your gut is poor. The reason why I'm able to think straight, the reason why I'm able to say all these things and make this bulletin board and think of ideas is because I have good gut health. You know your gut health is poor when you're always tired and you can't think. You ideas can't flow. When ideas cannot flow to you easy, that means you have poor gut health. Your gut is the biggest organ. Remember, they kill people by food. So you see all this diabetes, blah 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 blah. All this thing is from the food. That's the fastest way to kill, from the food, because people cannot stop putting their hand to the mouth. And now you know what they're doing. And I'm about to go on my rant. I gotta go on my rant, because if I don't rant, my body gonna start itching. You know what they're doing now? They're pushing this gluttony on social media. Glut T just put T just typed it, and I just said it. Me and Huz on the same page. They're pushing this gluttony agenda ridiculously. Ridiculously. You see these big, like some of the foods that I see that these restaurants are making, I'm like, who the hell is eating that? Who the hell is eating pasta on top of pizza with bread, cheese? What? I can't, even looking at that makes me want to throw up. Looking at it makes me want to throw up. They're pushing the gluttony spirit on everybody, and people are not paying attention. Now, for example, now everybody's like, oh, I'm about to go to Chipotle. Yo, that looks mad good. First of all, a big ass burrito that's bigger than your mouth, the size of your head, should not even be appealing to you. Eating something that's like the size of your forearm should not be like, oh my God, extra cheese. Oh my God, the white stuff. And then they eat so nasty. They have their dip, they put the white sauce all over it. First of all, do you know how much calories is in that? And then some people will eat a big back, eat a ass burrito, and then go back and be like, oh, I'm hungry. Let me go eat pizza. Let me go eat this. No, it's okay to indulge. Like, don't get me wrong. It's okay to indulge sometimes here and there. Like, you want to indulge in certain things. It's okay. Like, it's normal. But how much are you indulging? Are you saying, okay, I'm having Chick-fil-A for breakfast. I'm having Papa John's for lunch. I'm having Domino's for dinner. It's too much food. Like, and then you're saying, okay, I'm gonna drink some Sprite. I'm gonna drink soda. I'm gonna drink Pepsi. Oh, I'm still hungry. And then some of you don't shift for 2 weeks. Let's clock it. This is why, be like, oh, I'm so bloated. Oh, my stomach can never get flat. No, your stomach cannot get flat because you're not shitting. Did you take a shit? Did you allow your body to break the food down and you go and poop on the toilet? Not going to the bathroom for a day or two is normal. Like, okay, but not going to the bathroom for a whole week, 2 weeks, bruh, bruh. That means your diet is very poor. They push food on top of food. Everybody, let me tell you something. The reason why they control majority of the people, and people are so, oh my God, the economy. Oh my God, I need to look for another job. Oh my God, oh my God. They're using food to kill you people. Here, babes, take a picture real quick. I move the other way. For those who want to screenshot the whiteboard. The baddie blueprint. Everything is inside. Everything that you see in here, you will learn it in the baddie blueprint in detail. They're using food to kill you because when you fast, when you go without food for about 12, 16 hours, you're able to think correctly. You're able to say, okay, what's my task for the day? But some of you wake up thinking about food. Some of you be belching in your sleep. You're sitting there belching in your sleep. You're throwing up in your mouth in your sleep because you ate and you went straight to sleep. Some of you are snoring and you're snoring because the food is stuck in your throat. Come on, guys. If you want to think straightly and you really want to be like, this is why, like, there's nothing against, like, when it comes to food, yeah? If you have a hard time, if you have a hard time controlling what you eat, no, because because you know one thing about it. So people gonna be mad at me and be like, "Oh no, you. Why would you say that? It's not about that, but it's the truth. If you have a hard time controlling what you eat, then that means you can't. You're not disciplined. You have to be disciplined. Like discipline is very important when it comes to achieving wealth. That's why there's some people who's wealthy and there's some people who's just average. Yeah, even someone just said start reading ingredients on some foods. Yes, do you know 3,500 calories is 1 pound? So just imagine someone who's eating bacon, egg, and cheese and pancakes, waffles for breakfast. Then they're eating the 3 slices of pizza for lunch. Then they're eating spaghetti and dinner. That's a lot of food in one day. Then the person still wakes up in the morning and say it's breakfast. Do you know what breakfast is? Fast, break break fast. So that means that your body has fasted for a period of time and now you're breaking your fast. But I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna still say it. The propaganda god, basically the propaganda, if you look into what I'm saying, they use breakfast, I'm saying breakfast as a way to promote like Kellogg's, like cereal, oatmeal. They say, oh, you have to eat this for breakfast. Breakfast is an important meal of the day. But if you break the word down, it's break fast. So clearly your body has went into a fasting period and now you're breaking your fast. That's what breakfast is, basically. So a lot of you that are not fasting, you're not even really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm making sense. I hope you guys are getting my gist. Like you're getting my gist. Like, okay, true. You guys got to start opening up, and it takes, it takes a lot of clarity. It takes a lot of time. Take time with yourself. And a lot of times, people are so consumed. I'm glad you guys get it. People are so consumed with, oh, I gotta go to work. Oh, when I come back from, and then you know what pisses me off too? Most of you, instead of you guys to be doing research or trying to figure out ways, okay, how can I get out of this cycle? You guys will come back home, and this is what they make you guys do. You guys come back home and say, okay, let me pop open Netflix series. Oh, Beyonce has a concert. Oh, I'm about to pay $300 to see Beyonce. Is Beyonce gonna help you pay your bills? I don't mean to talk about Beyonce, but you guys know what I mean. You guys, like, oh, I'm about to go see Taylor Swift. Is she gonna pay your bills? You're about to spend $300 to go see them, but then you draw the line when it comes to, oh, no, I'm not investing in the course. No, I'm not getting that because I don't know. Can we just think? Can we just like? Can we make, if 1 plus 1 is 2, is 2 plus 2 is 4, is 3 times 3 is 6, is 8. If 8 times 2 is 16, you spending all this money to see your favorite artist, yes, is indulging, is like you're having a good time. That's cool. But then think about it. Like, are they teaching you anything? All you're doing is having a good time and you're going right back into problems. You after work, you watching a Netflix series. After you watch the Netflix series, you go to sleep watching it. You watch the Netflix series and then your hand is to mouth. You sitting there snacking. You sitting there snacking. Then you wake up in the morning like, oh my God, I hate this job. And let me say this. So I gotta go on my rant. I'm always ranting. I'm always bouncing from another topic to the next topic. Let me just say this. Some of you are not understanding that the job that you hate is actually preparing you for what you want. So you may hate a particular job at the moment, right? But let's say you're in customer service and you want to be a public speaker or you want to be a huge influencer. The fact that you have a customer service job is actually preparing you to be a public figure because you're learning how to speak and deal with people. Thank you, Kim. You're learning how to speak and deal with people. So I want you to, like, when it comes to things you hate, Like you hate certain things. Understand that. Remember the time when you didn't have that customer service job, you was praying for that job. Now you have it. Even though you don't like it, just know it's not your final bus stop. You know that this is just a stop. You have things to learn. When you start shifting your mindset and saying and stop going into a job you hate, like I hate this job, and you start more so saying, okay, what can I learn? Because I know I'm not gonna be here for long. So let me soak up all this knowledge for free, because you're getting paid to learn on the job, right? You being a customer service agent, you're getting paid to learn how to deal with people. You're getting paid to learn how to deal with people. You're getting paid to learn how to read people for free. So you got to start thinking like, okay, I hate this job. I fucking hate this job. But you know what? Although I hate it, let me look at the positive sides. And when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing that the universe is going to start blessing you with different things. Now you're going to get different opportunities that's going to help you get out of that job, because now the universe only gave you that job for you to learn. That was the whole agenda behind them giving you that job. So now that you're in that job and you've accepted from the universe that, oh, okay, well, I just want to learn. So I'm learning now. Now you're in the learning phase. Now you're being a student. You hate it, but you're being a student. Now the universe is going to say, okay, she has graduated. He has graduated. All right, let's now give them another opportunity. Now you're going to get another opportunity of, oh, now let's say you may have just came across somebody's thing and you'd be like, oh, damn, I'm about to start doing content. Then you should start doing content, and then boom, one of your videos go viral. Now you don't need to work. That's how most of these popular, like that Demure guy got on. He was at work and he just randomly, again, he probably hated his job, right? He probably hated his job. And then when he started accepting, like, okay, you know what, whatever, I'm here to get paid. Let me just do my thing. Boom, the idea came to his head. Boom, viral. Like it takes I want you guys to understand something. It takes a snap of a finger for your life to change, for good or bad. Snap of a finger, like a snap, like this. Like you can literally just one day just be like, oh, I'm just here today. And then boom, let's say you at work, boom, a millionaire comes and they say, oh, I want this person to be my assistant. Or boom, a president come in, oh, I want this person to work for me and do this. Or boom, a seven-figure business owner say, okay, I want you to be my public relations manager. It takes a split of a second. So the question is, hey, honey, the question is are you ready for that second? You got to prepare yourself for that 1 second, because all it takes is 1 second. Think about all these artists that be like, oh my God, I was just rapping and all of a sudden my video, my song went viral on SoundCloud, went viral on YouTube. You know why that happened? The energy's connected. Think about that guy that made I Like the Way Your Body Is, that Kalani song. He literally said that he was gonna give up, but that was the last song. He's like, I'm just due. And then boom, it clicked. It just clicked. So sometimes when you're praying for something, yeah, I want you guys to in conclusion, when you're praying for something, your blessings can be right there, but you have to be ready for the blessings that you're asking for. If you're not ready for the blessings you're asking for, you're still going to go through that trials and tribulations. And sometimes the universe want to test how strong you are. That's sometimes literally you could be so close to your blessings, but some of y'all be so close and you walk away. You be like, I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired. I'm lazy. It's not working. And literally, if you had just pushed the door, if you had just said, you know what, let me just try to knock one more time, boom, the door would have been open. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. You will always be your best investment. I want you guys to understand that. You are always your best investment. Do not give up. Even when it comes to starting a digital business. The first week, you may be like, damn, why am I getting views? And don't compare your journey to the next person, because you don't know where that person's journey began and you don't know where their story ends. Because where their story ends, your story begins. Let's clock it. Where their story ends, that's where your story begins. Clock it. Absolutely. So don't ever compare like, oh, but this person, they doing this and this week, and how come my week is not like this? Your week is not like that, because maybe their week maybe they had a 5K week, but maybe God may say your week is a $50,000 week. So always understand that any person, let me tell you something, any person that you're following on Instagram right now that makes you have a spirit of envy and jealous, like, you're not going to say it out loud. Some people don't admit it, but I'm telling you, I know it's normal. It's normal to feel a little bit envious of somebody where you're like, oh, damn, I'm watching this girl life and I feel like I should be better, like at my age. Unfollow them. Do not watch their shit no more. Unfollow them, unfollow them. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need to be watching people and feeling like you're not where you're supposed to be, because wherever your 2 feet are is where you are meant to be. And you have a journey of your own. And sometimes, because it's almost like driving a car, right? Like imagine driving a car and your GPS is set to a specific location, and you're driving and now you're looking at the person who's driving next to you. Of course you're going to get into an accident because you're not paying attention to the road. You're too busy paying attention to the person who's driving a Ferrari instead of paying attention to the car that you're in and where you're going. So now, because you're paying attention to the person that's driving the Ferrari, and you're not paying attention to your own car and where you driving, boom, you hit a road, you hit another car, boom, you hit a tree. Now you gotta start from day one, you start all over again. Because now you gotta fix the car. Now you delayed your time. You gotta fix the car, you gotta call the police, you gotta do this. Now the person with the Ferrari is gonna pass you because they're not paying attention to you. They're paying attention to their road. Pay attention to your own journey. Do not look at somebody else's journey, because where their journey ends, yours begin. Where theirs started, you didn't even know. Sometimes you may see somebody with a Ferrari today, but you don't know it took them 7 years. And then you be thinking like, oh my God, this person, and you don't know that God wants to bless you in a year. So don't compare journeys. Always understand that, you know what? I'm inspired. I know that that's going to be me. Don't ever think anybody's above you. Just because somebody has something nice to do, maybe they have this type of bag or they have this, that doesn't mean shit. It's all about you, your character. Your character and your abilities, because you can shift, listen, when you think about it, all these, like, I'm sorry, let me just say this, and I'm gonna go back to what I was talking about here. When you think about it, all these material things is very easy to obtain, and it's so easy to lose. A Ferrari can always be damaged, right? You can drive a Ferrari one day and boom, get into an accident, it's gone. Chanel bag, you wear it after a while, you get tired of it because maybe, it starts looking old or worn out. But you know what never gets worn out? This good old cat. Let me stop. No. wait. Okay. No. You know. Okay. No. For real. You know what never gets worn out and old and can't be damaged? Your mind and your soul. Okay? Your mind and your soul can never be damaged. Because I had to check. Yeah, I had to take the temperature. I had to make sure y'all was here. I had to make sure y'all was here. Because I'm not an angel. You're like, that's not worn out. You be like, Bessie, but the one thing that's never gonna be worn out though. Yeah. You gotta let them know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I had to throw that in there, because these girls, they be having the whatever, but they be worn out down there. But you know what? You be like, bitch. Sometimes you gotta play with yourself. You be like, no, I'm African. You gotta look at these girls that you see online. You be seeing them, and you're like, oh my God, she's in Dubai. Some of them is eating shit. You be like, you know what? I've never seen her. I'm always seeing her with different bags. And I don't know what her occupation is, but one thing I know for sure about myself is this pom pom. It's not worn out. Because hey man, it's not that issue. You gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be exclusive with your time, your energy, and your body. Hello. Right? That's the one thing we could all shout in here. You like, you know what, bestie? After all that motivational talk, the one thing I can shout with you though is it's not worn out. It's not worn out. It's not worn out. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could say that. So you should be proud. You like, these bitches, they may be driving a Ferrari, they may be doing this, but you know what? It's not worn out. You know what? Don't got mileage? The pom pom. The pom pom. The pom pom. Because you know what? Because I'm from Brooklyn. That's why. I'm from Brooklyn. Of course, I listen to Caribbean music all the time. I grew up listening to Caribbean music. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you know what? She driving a Ferrari, but it has a lot of mileage. My shit don't got mileage. Period. Per. Yeah, guys. Sorry. I have to sidetrack real quick. I had to take the temperature. I gotta make sure you guys were here. I gotta get some giggles in here. It's a Jamaican song, but just because it's a Jamaican song doesn't mean everybody don't know it. Everybody know that song. They say, "Yeah, man, it's not the issue. Come here, boom, boom, down up." Everybody know that song. Yes, Jay. You know what time it is? Hello. Okay, somebody asked a question. How should I deal with a guy that has his walls up? Don't deal with him at all. Don't deal with him at all. Thank you, my love. Don't deal with him at all. And listen, I don't want to keep ranting because you guys are gonna keep making me rant. And when I be ranting, you know my rants always lead into another rant, and then we be pivoting, and then we start talking about other stuff. You guys know. If first of all, number one, it's giving sassy. It's giving sassy because why does he have walls? Let's clock it. The only thing that have walls is women. Why he got walls? Why is his walls up? Clock it. It's very sassy. Very sassy energy. Yeah, very feminine. Why is his walls up? Yeah, yeah. You gotta start thinking. The only thing that has walls is us women. So the fact that he even have a wall, red flag. Red flag on the board. You shouldn't even want to break through his walls. He said he's ready for a relationship, but still has his walls up. Walls up for what? Walls up for what? The only thing that has walls is women. He's ready for that means he's not ready. Just say, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship. Saying that, oh, I'm ready for a relationship, but I have my walls up, sir. No, that's sassy. Very sassy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Because I have walls. You shouldn't have any walls. The fact that he has walls is a problem. The fact that he has walls is a problem. Yeah. Yeah. It's either yes or no. It's only we women. It's okay for us to be indecisive. Like, okay, I want you women. It's usual to hear women say, "Oh, I want to be in a relationship, but my last thing did this to me." That's cool. But the moment he opened his mouth and started blowing up, "Oh, I have walls up," and he expects you to break his walls down. Oh no, oh no. He's putting you in your masculine energy. Yeah, yeah, and it's giving feminine vibes. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then he's gonna say that, and then you're gonna be like, oh, Then the next thing he's gonna do. Hold on, love. I'm sorry, love. I'm gonna have to mute you. Oh, you. Oh, damn. Yeah, damn. I'm sorry, my love. Hold on. I gotta find your name because you keep asking me the same question and I answered you. Oh, damn. I can't even mute you. Oh, damn. And I said I was gonna mute you and I can't mute you. Ah, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I answered your question, babes. I answered your question about him talking to you college. I answered it. I'm sorry, babes. I answered the question, okay? I don't know what's going on with my screen. I don't know why it's saying something wrong, something wrong. I'm embarrassed that I can't mute you, but if you so happen to just hold on. Hold on, babes. Babes, I'm gonna try again. Oh, I can't do it. I can't even do it. I'm embarrassed because I really was gonna. At least if I mute you, then I could pop shit. But then I can't pop any shit. Babes, I answered your question already. Okay. I answered your question already. Ada, please. Okay, I can't even make you a moderator. I can't even make any mods because on my screen, I would have put. I could have made somebody a mod, but it's saying something is wrong. Try again later. So I'm so embarrassed. I can't even mute you. I'm so embarrassed. I'm actually embarrassed. I'm actually very embarrassed. I can't even make a mod. But love, I answered your question. Please. Please, okay, babes? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. TikTok is embarrassing me right now. I can't make any mods. I can't mute people. I can't block anybody. Just throw the whole live away. Just throw the whole live away. It's okay, love. It's okay. I apologize for publicly saying that out loud. I should have never said that out loud. The moment I knew I couldn't, the moment I seen, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on. Let's act like that didn't happen, right? We're gonna act like it didn't happen. Moving on. So, we was talking about the walls up. As we were talking about the walls up. So the moment a guy started doing, oh, his walls is up. Oh, you know, his last girlfriend did this. First of all, sir, I don't give a fuck about your last girlfriend. I don't give a fuck about what the last person did. I don't give a fuck about none of that. First of all, run that money. Second of all, I don't got time to be building any trust. You know what? At this point, it's 2024. We gotta start being honest and cutthroat. We don't give a fuck about, oh, she did this, she did that. Oh yeah, she hurt my heart, so that's the reason why I have my walls up. Oh, that's the reason why I don't give girls money. Sir, fuck her. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. You gotta start saying the truth. You gotta start saying the truth. Because now it's getting to a point of we be trying to say, oh, she hurt you. Oh, let me show you I'm better than her. Fuck her. Fuck show. I'm not better than her. I'm worse. I'm actually worse. It has gotten to the point where you gotta be telling yourself, I'm actually worse than her. Now what? I'm actually worse. Yeah. I'm worse. Yeah. So, are you spending money or what are we doing? Yeah. 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 I'm worse. Yeah. So what is it giving? What is it giving now? Because now I told you. Now I'll let you know. Because I don't give a fuck about her. I don't give a fuck about your problems. I don't give a fuck about your traumas because they like to use, oh, my trauma, my past trauma, and this trauma, family trauma, generational trauma. Sir, fuck that generation. Fuck your trauma. Fuck all of that. Like, all this, you doing all this extra talking because at the end of the day, this is what they do. This is what they fucking do. They give you all this extra talking, and it's just after they finish telling you all the traumas and the ex did this, and then some girls be so dumb and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. All right, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna bake you some cookies." Boom! All of a sudden, you're not even baking no cookies, bitch. Your wig is to the back. Your wig has sweated out. Your natural hair is your hair looks crazy. If you have natural hair, whatever the hell type of hairstyle you carry, and you are spreading your legs from east to west. All of a sudden, he's like, "Yeah, my trauma. Yeah, my trauma." And then boom, all of a sudden, he gets cold. Now he got an attitude. Now he got an attitude. Now all of us, you like, oh, but you just told me last week that you have your walls up and you don't trust women because of what your ex did. And he's like, oh, fuck that ex. He's like, oh, what was her name? Oh, I told you, man, I never even had an ex. The last time I was in a relationship was 5 years ago. I'm telling you, stop believing them. They be emotionally manipulating y'all. You got to start being smart. I'm like, you know what? Let me tell you something. As a baddie, that's what I keep telling you guys. Invest. You talk to me in the WhatsApp. You be like, bestie, he told me to come over. And I'm be like, bitch, first of all, ain't no way you're going over there. Stop allowing them to sweet talk you out your drawers. You are a baddie the moment you are very exclusive where you don't have to sleep with a man in order to get something. Period. Full stop. Full stop. The moment you like, oh, if I go to his house and I spread my legs from east to west, he's going to do this. He's not going to do it. He's going to spread your legs from east to west. He's going to bend you like a banana. He's going to put your toes to the top of the headboard. Your toes is going to be touching the wall. You're going to be to this. He's going to bend you all. He's going to take your insides, bring it out. And at the end, two things are going to happen. He's either, number one, not going to give you shit at all and just stop talking to you. Or number two, if you, let's say you ask for money, he's going to give you the lowest. He's going to be like, oh, this is all I have right now. Just wait next. This is how they be scamming y'all. This is how they be scamming y'all. They'll tell you, oh, come to my house. When you come to my house, I'm gonna give you the $1,000. Then you go there, all of a sudden he touching on your thighs. He touching your stomach. He's like, oh, wow, it's cold here. You wanna come closer? Then he's kissing you and you feel like, oh my God, all right, cool. Let me just take one for the team. That's what you start thinking in your head. Let me take one for the team. You take one for the team. Now all of a sudden, the $1,000 he said he was gonna give you, now it's $500. Now it's all he have is $500. But sir, you knew you only had 500 from the beginning. But of course, he's not going to say that. That's why you got to be a smart bitch. You got to be like, oh, when you get the baddie blueprint, you're going to learn how to read people. You're going to read. I'm a, what she say? I got to assess the situation. What she say? What that girl say? I got to scope the scenery out. I got to scope the scenery out. When you get the baddie blueprint, you're gonna know how to scope the scenery out. Cause you gotta scope it out like, oh, okay, he's trying to play with me. Cause now he playing with me right now. He playing with me right now. And then this is what I'm talking about with packaging. Because when you like this is why I'm saying it's different levels to this shit. It's different when I keep telling you guys it's different levels to this shit, it's actually really different levels to this shit. Because when you're up here and a guy knows that you like, let's say he knows you're a rich babe or you're a babe that could afford certain things. I promise you that man is not gonna play with you and say, oh yeah, come to my house first. Just like Jada, let's use Jada Waiter as an example. Jada Waiter is not a god. She's just like us. She bleeds 7 days like us, has the same two breasts we have, same two arms, two legs, butt, mouth, eyes. Nothing's different. You may say, oh, well, the body. She has the body because she's disciplined. She's not sitting there eating 2 big bowls of Chipotle. That's the reason why the body's T. Clock that, right? So it all goes to discipline. So people are like, oh, well, we're not the same, because she may be shorter, whatever height difference, that's normal. That's something you can't control. You can't control how tall you are, right? Personally, I may look short, but I'm actually pretty tall. I'm like 5'7", right? I'm 5'7" in real life. Like real life, I'm actually pretty tall, right? So I can't control my height, right? But I can control what I put in my body, how I take care of my skin. Those are things you can control. Thank you for the rose, Ida. Thank you for the rose, girl. That's my girl, right? So we all have the same 2 legs, same 2 arms. What's the difference? It's the fact that she is at a certain level. She worked for where she is in life. Yeah, you may say, but she had a shortcut. She was dating rappers. Yeah, but how did she attract the rappers? Yeah, baddie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they knew not to play with her in her face because remember, she was selling hair. So she had something going for herself. It's not like she just came with zero and she was just a little dusty busty, a little dust maggot, a mosquito in the hood. She wasn't a mosquito in the hood just looking for blood to suck. No, because if it was like that, then you could only imagine, and that doesn't, like, let me make sure I make this very clear. That doesn't mean that girls of that status don't end up with guys that do certain things to them that they may not like. But the treatment is going to be completely different. For example, a guy that is financially stable, right? Let's just throw that out there. A guy that has money, like let's just say a guy has money, right? Okay. Now, when he knows that you on your own, this again, packaging. He sees that you fly business class. He see you fly this. He see you fly that. He is not, and let's say he wants to see you. You want to see you. I'm an example. He cannot play with you and say, oh, well, I'm going to give you money to take the bus. I'm going to give you money to take a cab, and then you're going to walk to my house. Oh, I'm going to give you money for economy. I'm going to give you the back of the plane. You're going to fly for the back of the plane. He can't play with you like that. Because, again, you are a top-notch girl. So he cannot play with a top-notch girl like that. He can play with a girl that's here, a girl that accepts crumbs, a girl that gets impressed with 5-star restaurant. Clock this. Hold on. Y'all know I always rant. Y'all know this is going to be another rant again. I'm going to rant again. You guys know if I don't get my rant out, my body starts to itch. My body starts itching. Are you guys ready for the rant? Hold on. I got to make sure you guys are here. I got to check the temperature in here because I have another rant. And after this rant, we getting back to the board and I'm done. I promise. I'm done. I'm done. But I have to rant this out. Because some of you are new to my life, some of you may be returning, and some of you probably already know what I'm going to say, but I just have to say it. One in the chat, I should rant? Are you ready for my rant? Some of you are not going to like it, but it's okay. You guys know I'm always going to rant. I got to rant. It's always got to be a rant. If I say another rant, I'm gonna start. I got to wait. I got to scope the scenery out. I got to scope the scenery out. All right, hold on. First of all, let me tell y'all how the back gets big so quickly. It gets big so quickly because a lot of you will have a full roster. Let's say 10 men. Let's just say 5 men. You're not sleeping with all of them, just like guys that like you, right? Stop start being creative with dates. Start being creative with dates. Stop making every single guy take you out to eat. Because you're going out to eat with Tom on Friday. You're going out to eat with Brandon on Tuesday. You're going out to eat with Fred on Wednesday. You're going out to eat with Anthony on Thursday. You're going out to eat with Sam on Friday. By the time you know it, when you keep going back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, boom, boom, boom. You trying on your regular clothes. You like, oh shit, what? You trying to pull it up. You like, what the fuck, this shit? Please, try, and it's just not about going out for coffee. No, it's not. First of all, some of y'all like that, but no, we're not doing coffee because we take a lot of time to get ready, and you want to put some effort. But just like do some things that allows you to see the person's character. You won't be able. Hold on. You won't be able to see someone's character if you're just eating, because most of the time the guys don't really order that much unless the person's a foodie, right? If you really assess, just let's scope the scenery out of a first date. It could be bowling, it could be golfing, it could be painting, it could be anything. It could be like maybe wine tasting, like stuff like that. Like that's cool, right? And you don't, obviously when you go out on your first date, you don't get drunk. Like you get to a point where you are able to assess his character. You don't want to waste time. A lot of you waste time with these people because you don't know how to read them. You don't know. You're just sitting there like, oh, I'm just here. And then you waste time. Later on, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, you're like, oh, he's an asshole. But you would have known if he was an asshole on the first date if you knew how to read the person, right? Okay, cool. So you can do different things. Like just try to switch it up. It don't have to be out to eat, out to eat, out to eat, out to eat. You got to make sure you stay a baddie. Right? And when you go on these dates, if you think about what I'm saying, most of these guys, they don't be sitting there stuffing their face. It's usually us women. We be there like, oh shoot, I'm about to order this expensive lobster because I don't want to pay for it. I'm about to order this. I'm about to order that. And then they be sitting there assessing us. They be sitting there watching. They eat something, they order something, but they're not really like, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta use first dates to actually screen the person, to read the person. And 2 important questions you must ask. And I've said this before in my lives before. 2 important questions you need to ask. 1 question is, what is your love language? And 2, what is your fight language? What is your love language and what is your fight language? A lot of people have fight languages. Every single one of us on this live have a fight language. What is your fight language? The reason why a lot of relationships don't work with some of you in the dating, like some of you that are dating and marriages and all this other stuff is not working, is because you don't know your partner's fight language. Knowing someone's fight language is so important because then you know how to deal with them when a conflict comes up. Okay? You know how to deal with them. So those are 2 important questions you got to ask on a first date. What is your love language? Oh, okay, X, Y, and Z. Oh, what is your fight language? And believe it or not, he's gonna sit there and think like, yo, I never thought about that. What is my fight language? Now you got him thinking. Now he's thinking. Now you're just like, You're watching. You're watching body language. You're watching phone. Don't be bringing out your phone every time you're on a date. Like, oh, you don't want to look like a lot of you never heard of it. It's so important. You don't want to look like you don't be anywhere. Where you're sitting there like, oh, let me take a picture. First of all, if he's in the bathroom, that's one thing. That's easy. It's like, oh, let me quickly do this real quick. That's one thing. But if he's sitting across from you and you don't know him like that, because if you know the person, they already know you, so it's different. So you could bring out your phone and take a picture and do it because they know you. But if they don't know you and you're sitting there like, oh, let me, wait, hold on. You don't want to look like that. You want to look like, boy, please. Boy, please. Boy, please. Yeah, this is, I go to Noble on a regular. Yeah, I got like 5 pictures in Noble. Like, I don't need to take, why am I bringing my phone out? I ate this like 5 times already. Yeah, I got the pictures on my phone. You got to act like it. Yeah. We do Noble on the regular. Oh, no pictures? No. We do Noble on the regular. Thank you, sweet cakes. You can't be. Some of you will be in disgracing yourself. And I'm telling you, these guys be watching. They'll watch you. First of all, they'll go on a date with you and watch what you order, watch how you act, watch your mannerisms, watch if you're talking and you just like you're not some some of you. Let me say something. And I'm always going on my rant, and I'm gonna go back to the board. I'm gonna go back. I promise you, I'm gonna go back to the board. Somebody had asked what does it say? I've no kids. So I was basically talking about target audience and persona, and I was building an avatar. So I'm gonna go back to the board, but I just have to rant. If I don't get my rants out, my body start itching. I'm telling you. Some of you, and they be watching. Some of you be on a date, and then like he's asking you a question, and you don't even give a fuck what the guy's saying. You're too busy eating. You're too busy stuffing your face. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's like, this bitch don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if I ask her if her food was too salty, she'll be like, yeah, the food was, it was, they added a little bit too much salt. Yeah, we added a little bit too much salt. Something but he asking you questions. He talking about himself. He's like, yeah, so I'm a such and such construction, blah blah blah. You like, oh, that's good. Yeah. Acting, y'all be acting like I give a fuck. Y'all don't even give a fuck. And he be some of y'all. It's like the food is covering your ears because they literally be telling y'all the red flags, but y'all don't be listening. Y'all don't even be listening. Y'all be sitting there like, yeah, oh yeah. And you think then is the sit. Oh, you don't give a fuck about nothing he talk about. You're not hearing shit he's saying. All you care about is your drink and your food. Then you're like, oh, the waiter. Waiter. Not even paying attention. Playing yourself. I'm telling you, they be watching. They be listening. They be watching. So when you on a date, please, for the love of God, if you're listening to me as a replay, if you're watching here with me on TikTok, please try to put the fork down as much as the food looks so good and listen. Like, actually listen. Half of you don't be listening. Y'all don't be listening. Y'all be too busy. Yeah. Everything is yeah. 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 Please put it down. Because, again, you don't want to waste your time. Sometimes dusties be disguised in a whole bunch of cologne. They spray a whole bunch of cologne. So you won't even be able to smell it. The reason why you're not smelling it is because you're too busy smelling the food. Pay attention. Ask questions. Oh, so what is your fight like? Oh, okay. So what is your views on traditional roles? Like, how did you grow up? Did you grow up, like, was your father just asking out of curiosity. Oh, yeah. I actually believe in, a woman being a woman. I like my woman to be feminine, blah, 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 blah. I like to actually take care of my woman. I take pride in that. Oh, okay, good. Then you're like, oh, all right, cool. Then you ask him. This is another good question. I hope you guys are listening. This is another good question. Ask him this. Obviously, he's single, right? He's in the dating field, right? So you ask him this. You ask him, since your last relationship did not work out, what is something that you've learned in your last relationship that you would apply to your new relationship? Like when you get into a new relationship. That's a good ass question. Because now you want to see if he's actually learning from his mistakes. Because everybody makes mistakes, but are they actually learning from their mistakes? So you ask, the two questions I gave you, that two questions alone is going to lead to so many different topics because he's going to be like, wow, nobody even asked that. No, barely people ask that. You see, that's good. Being, Angie said, I've asked that before. That's good. And I'm pretty sure that once you asked that, it led to like so many other deep conversations. Like, oh, this, that. Did it, Angie? Unless the guy's boring. But it most likely leads to so many different conversations. Then it'll be like, oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. And then, because you've opened that portal, now you're going to get him talking. So now he's talking, and now you're listening. It's okay to take some food at home. You see, Angie said it. She asked that before, and it definitely did. Now it makes the date more intriguing. Now the guy feels like you're listening. You're different. That's cool. You again. If he asks you the same question back, you answer it. Like, oh, you know what I've learned? I've learned that I don't know exactly what happened, but you gotta package it. Like, let's say, for example, your ex cheated on you, right? But you're not gonna open your mouth and say, "Oh yeah, my ex cheated on me, so I just don't like men and I can't deal with." No, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you know what? I learned a lot from my last relationship, and my ex did treat me, like fair to the best of his abilities. And one thing I did learn was boundaries. I learned my boundaries, and I learned how to be more patient." That's what you would say. That's what you would say. Okay, so the question was, what I said was two things. One question I said to ask is, what is your fight language? And the next question I said to ask is, what is something that you learned in your last relationship that you would apply to your new relationship? The reason why is because you want to make sure that he's learning from his mistakes. And number two, you want to see if he actually learned, like he learned from his last situation. And then someone asked me, what if he asked the question back? Then and I gave the example of, let's say your ex cheated on you. You're not going to be like, "Oh yeah, my ex cheated on me. He treated me like dirt." That's because now you're talking from emotions. You're not talking from logic, right? Because again, men are always talking from logic. You don't want to be talking from emotions. You saying, "Oh, my ex cheated on me. He treated me like shit, and I'm just like this, and I couldn't trust men," that's emotion. What you're going to say is, "Oh, well, my ex treated me to the best of his abilities. And one thing I did learn from that relationship is my boundaries." Simple, done, finish, and full stop. Poof. Poof. I learned my boundary, and then he asked, "What are some of your boundaries?" You be like, "Oh, well, it could be honesty. That's a boundary. Honesty, time management, communication. Boom, done. Full stop. Period, 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 period." And then after that, again, remember, you are the lady. You have control of the conversation. So now you are the one that's going to stir the conversation to the left. Boom. Oh, then you be like, "Oh," after you say, "Oh yeah, communication, honesty," then you be like, "Oh, so I have a question. What is your roles? How do you see? How do you want to run your household? What is your take on traditional roles, and what are your traditional values?" Boom. Now you done took his mind to the left. You're not gonna, because sometimes when you guys don't know how to control conversations, they start asking you mad questions, and they start allowing you to pour out your trauma. And once you start pouring out your trauma, they're taking mental note. They're like, "Oh, okay, she's like this, I bet. So now I know how to pretend. So I'm about to put on my mask, and I'm gonna pretend like this, so I don't appear like the other guy." You don't want him to know how not to be. Does that make sense? You do not want a guy to know how not to be because you're too busy telling them too much about your ex. When you tell a guy too much about your ex, they know what not to be. Okay? So you have to first of all be like, "Oh yeah, XYZ, XYZ," and then you allow them to show you who they are. You allow them to show you. That's how you really know someone's true colors. Sometimes I made that mistake too before. I made that mistake in the past. I made the mistake of, sometimes when you first meet someone, you won't really know who they are till like 3-6 months. Like you won't really know their true character. You won't know their true character. So don't be, "Oh, he told me he's such a bitch, he's playing. He read your blueprint? Yeah. Yeah. He read your blueprint? Yeah. And he's like, "Oh yeah, she like guys that are like this? Yeah, let me act like that." Yeah. That's what he did. Yeah. So don't give anybody your blueprint. You gotta know how to be like, "Yeah." Again, you control the conversation. If you don't want to talk about something, it's very easy for you to pivot. It's very easy for you to be like, don't feel like you have to explain because he asked, "Oh, what is your trauma?" You be like, "Oh, I don't really like talking about that because, my trauma is things I've learned from my trauma. But what would you say about the weather right now? It's raining." Yeah. Control the conversation. You are the one that can pivot. Because again, remember, all the men that are sitting in front of you on a date, they don't, everything that's coming out your mouth, they don't even give a shit about. They don't care about what's coming out your mouth. All they care about is what is in between your legs. They don't, if you talk about, "Oh yeah, my trauma. Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, my emotions." Everything that's coming out of your mouth, that man is not hearing shit. That man is not hearing shit. You don't care about that shit. What What's she talking about? If you ask him to repeat what you said, he's probably like, all he care about is what's in between your legs. That's it. That's all they care about. Some of them really want to get to know you, but at least 85% of them don't give a fuck about what's coming out your mouth. Just like how you don't give a fuck about what's coming out their mouth. It's an equal exchange. It's a very equal exchange. You don't give a fuck about what's coming out of his mouth because you don't even seem to be your husband anyway. You just care about how much he's going to spend. He don't give a fuck about what's coming out of your mouth. He's thinking about how much he got to spend to sleep with you. Equal exchange. Very equal exchange. Do not ever get that formula. Don't ever think there's any special formula. Don't ever think that that formula doesn't exist. Don't ever think that, there's this guy. It's an equal exchange, right? Yes, you will have the ones that, actually, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. And they make it very clear. They make their intentions very clear in the beginning. Like, they never make you feel like you don't know. I don't know what he's looking for. They make it very clear. This is what I want. That's how men are. They're very straightforward. They tell you exactly what it is they want straight. They never, when they start doing like this curve, sure, they don't want you. Very simple. This is a very simple equation. Once they start doing like this, he doesn't want you. Very simple. When you have to start, why is he not answering me? How come he doesn't love me? How come he didn't text me back? Okay, how come he has his walls up? Bitch, he don't want you. I'm sorry. The equation does not get as simpler as that. The moment you got to say why, how, come, he doesn't, when, will he doesn't want you. Once you got to start using the 4 W's, bitch, he doesn't want you. Simple. Simple. When he wants you, he makes it very clear. I want you. Very, very clear. Very clear equation. Please don't ever confuse the equation I'm telling you, people. Don't ever confuse it. He don't give a fuck about what's coming out of your mouth. You don't give a fuck about what's coming out of his mouth. You only care about how much he's going to spend. He's thinking about how much he's going to spend to sleep with you. Very clear transaction. Okay? Let's not confuse it. Let's not think anything more, anything less. It sometimes leads to deeper things, absolutely. Yes, it ends up being, this ends up being my boyfriend, husband, yeah. But very clear transaction. The more you have that in your head, the more you're going to be able to navigate through bullshit. But when you're too busy, like, first of all, bitch, the fact that you got to think that he likes you, he don't like you. You shouldn't be thinking anything. You should know. Like, I know. Nah, I know. Like, he be calling me. I know, bitch. Nah, bitch, I know. I know. I don't think, I know. When you start thinking shit, it's a no. It's a no-go. You don't got to think nothing. Let me say something. You don't got to think nothing. When a man really wants you, you don't got to think about it. You be like, I know. You be like, no, bestie, I know this one wants me. I know for a fact. I don't even got to think. No, bestie, I think he has to. Because they apply pressure. They're not applying pressure to you, but best to believe they're applying pressure. They're applying that pressure that you're asking for somewhere else. Hello. Exactly. That's what it is. Y'all be planning your marriages, how many kids you're going to have with the guy you just met, all because he's 6 feet. Let's clock it. That 6 feet be getting y'all so confused. Yeah, we about to have, our kid's gonna be tall. Yeah, he's gonna propose to me by the waterside, pink roses, yeah. Girl, wake up. Have you ever heard of a 6-foot Dusty? Yeah. 6-foot Dusty, yeah. You guys be thinking, it's only below 6 feet. No, they come in all shapes and sizes. Fat, skinny, tall, short, yeah. Don't just see a 6-foot guy and be like, oh my God, he's 6 feet, so he probably, we about to get, no, he can be a Dusty too. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So you gotta start, you gotta really, it comes to a point where you gotta really start assessing people like, okay, yeah, you 6 feet, but are you paying bills? Do you believe in paying bills? Because some of the 6 feet guys be like, no, because you know what, let me tell y'all something. I know you guys have seen how these guys that are 6 feet and they date these public figure women, how much they disgrace them. They be like, yeah, we do 50-50. I don't pay the bills. She take care of all the bills. Don't be blinded. Don't let the hype bind you, okay? Start going off a principle. Yeah, principle. Yeah, because his height is not going to pay the bills. Yeah. His height is not going to pay the bills. Yeah. Let's just make that very clear, okay? So you thinking, oh, he's 6 feet. Oh my God, we're gonna have. Somebody asked the question, how to ask you to pay bills. Wait a second. No. First of all, number one, Nab, on this side as a baddie, the bills is paid. So what we like to call it is reimbursement. Because now I'm going to pivot. We're going to pivot back to the board. Yeah, we're going to do that. You do not want to be in a situation whereby you are dependent on a man. Now, it's two different. I want you to understand, it's two different things. There is dependent and dependent. So what do I mean? I'm talking about dependent. You don't want to be a dependent where you can't afford to pay your bills unless a guy pays it. That's a problem. Because now it's like your priorities is not straight. You want to make sure that you can afford to pay your bills yourself. Like, that's not a problem for you. But you want reimbursement. Like, okay, yeah, I just paid this bill, but I need my money back. Yeah. You're in business. Now you're in business. That's what you call a businesswoman. You're thinking, right? You're a businesswoman. Yeah. But you just like, oh my God, I can't pay this bill. I have to see Tom. That's what's gonna make you have to give up your coochie for money. That's when it's gonna be, oh, well, come over, I'm gonna give you the money. Then you spread your legs from east to west because you need your bills paid, and then he don't give you the money, or he give you half. Now you like, all right, I got half from Tom. Now I gotta go see Fred to get the other half. You don't want to have to be half and shit. That's why it's very important for you to always focus here. Invest in yourself. Invest in learning how to make money for yourself. And when it comes to these guys, it's reimbursement. Because now it's not, how to ask him to pay bills. It's how to get him to give me money. Yeah, because I need the money back. Yeah, I work hard. I work too hard to pay that bill. I need the money back. Yeah. Because you already have your digital or physical business, right? So the bill's already paid. So now when you're dating, you're not going to be dating from desperation. It's two different things. When you're dating, like, you see, that's why a lot of people, let me not say a lot, that's why some women end up with shitty, like, prospects, because they're dating from desperation. They're not dating from a high frequency. Remember, the saying is you are what you attract. So if you can't afford to pay your bills, of course you're going to get the bottom of the barrel. You're going to get the middle class guys, the guys that's like, oh, all I can give you is this, all I can give you is that. But when you're like a top class, let's talk about some Jada Waiter, babe. You're getting Chanel bags for free. You're getting this plate for free. You're getting this for free because people just fuck with you, because it's like, welcome to the community. Money likes money, okay? Let's be very, very clear. Money likes money. So if we already understand, like, all this stuff is basic science. Like 2 + 2 is 4. 2 × 2 is 4. 2 × 3 is 6, right? 6 × 1 is 6. This is all basic science. I'm not saying anything that's unheard of. It's clear. It's very clear as day. But some of you guys try to act like, oh, I don't know the formula, or no, it doesn't apply to me, or no, this, that, and the third. You are what you attract. You are what you attract. So if you can already afford certain things for yourself, like you can afford certain things for yourself, I promise you're going to get guys that can do the same. Like you're going to get that, like the exact same, because again, the saying goes, you are what you attract. So a lot of times, if you don't, and I said this before on the episode, I said this before on my content, and people got upset, and I'm gonna say it again. If you don't like the type of guys you are attracting, check your identity. Something in your identity is attracting those type of guys. That's just a clock T. Let's clock it. Then girls be like, oh, well, no, because if you could be an upper class and you still attract dusties. Of course. But you're not going to have to argue with a dusty about giving you money, because he already could see for himself that you doing what you got to do. These dusties be the ones sponsoring these OnlyFans girls account. They be selling blood. They be selling their mom's EBT cards. They be doing all, yeah. They do a lot. They make sure they subscribe for another month. And I hate when I see the girls say, "Oh, they're not the men." They're like, "Oh, bestie, the men them are not spending money." How is the men them not spending money if OnlyFans and the strip club is still operating? If OnlyFans and the strip club is still operating, the men them spending money. Yeah, the men them. If Jada Wade is getting a Chanel bag at her booking, yeah, the men them spending money. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's clock it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But are you gonna get there? That's the question. If you have a hard time investing in yourself, you cannot expect others to invest in you, right? Now, it comes back to, again, basic science. If you invest in yourself, you're not even you're not even gonna have the energy to talk to a guy that can't even do for you because it's like, I'm already doing for myself, sir. So pump your brakes, because I'm already doing for myself. So the fact that you can't even do, yeah, no, next caller. Next caller. You're not gonna have a hard time next caller me. Some of y'all be holding the phone like, wait, but okay, so even though you do 50-50, but would you at least pay for the groceries? Or would you at least maybe okay, just pay. All right, well, pay at least 55% of the rent. No, next caller. You ain't gonna have a hard time. Some of you be holding the phone for too damn long. Y'all hold the phone for too. You be trying to ask questions to think, oh, maybe he's gonna get it right. He's not getting it right. Next caller. Done situation. You trying to make him fit the picture you want. You fit. No, but wait, hold on. All right, but okay, if we do 50-50, can we go half on cooking and cleaning too? Maybe, yeah. All right, because I don't want to next caller you. No, next caller. Slam the phone. Next caller. I don't do that because I could pay the bills myself. There's no reason why a man needs you to afford a lifestyle. That's a problem. That's a red flag. Red flag number one. The fact that you need me to afford this, you need me? No, we out of here. We're done. The moment he said, oh, but no. It's two different things, right? Helping is one thing, and I'm talking about like this. You have to. Oh, if you leave, it's the problem. He can't. No. Next caller. First of all, you're not even getting it right. I'm already doing this for myself. No. And especially if that's not your man. Next caller. What are you saying on the phone? But Brandon. Okay, so Brandon, if we start dating, maybe we could. No. Stop holding the phone for too long. Hang it. Next caller. Because you holding the phone with him, he's eating up all your minutes, he's chewing up your data. Somebody else would have been on the other call that would have, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else would have been on the other line trying to like, hello. Now the next caller done hung up. The person on the next line, he would have hung up like, you know what? She taking too long to get here. I don't got time for this. Next, let me call somebody else. No. Now he calling somebody else because you done took too long to hang up on the bum, the dusty, and answer the next call. Stop being so desperate. That's the moral of the story is do not date from a desperate POV, point of view. A lot of you stay in situations you don't want to be in because you're not confident. There is always, pretty Zara, there's always going to be a next caller. You cannot be thinking like that. Oh, what if this? You can't even think if there's not going to be a next caller because you're so occupied with, you getting your body right, your skin is right, you're making money. You're not even going to be thinking about if there's not a next caller or not, because with you not thinking about it, the phone's going to be ringing. But if you're sitting there like, oh my God, if I hang up the phone, what if there's not somebody else on the next line? There's going to be somebody on the next line. There always is somebody on the next line. There's always somebody on the next line. Think about it. You left your whatever. You guys, some of you may be single, right? All right, let's think about our high school sweethearts. Let's just think about it like that. Okay, let's go all tap back, high school. You know how high school sweetheart, you're like, oh my God, no, I don't want to leave him. This is the love of my life. I don't know if I'm going to find another love like this. This is the love that I love. I don't want anything else. We're going to go to college together. We're going to start a family. Bitch, I can't even remember the middle name of my high school sweetheart. That was and we're years later. You say, oh, no, this is the guy that's for me. I love him so much. This is my high school sweetheart. We're gonna go to the same college together. We're gonna be like this. We're gonna start a family. No. Oh my God. Do you guys smell it?
Do you guys smell it? Did you guys just smell it? Oh God. I think there's one in here. I think we smell it. I think I smell it. Oh my God. I can't even remove it. I can't even remove the smell. I can't even remove the smell. I can't remove the smell. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
How are we gonna handle this, guys? I can't remove the smell. The smell is strong. It smells like a rat died inside of the bag. I smell it. I smell it. How? How did he land? How? How did the smell come here? How? What are you doing here? 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 This is not a lie for men. Why are you here? Why are you here? There's so many. This is what I'm talking about. I came up on your, instead of you to scroll up like, nah, this is not for me. This is girl talk. Scroll. You stopped. You entered. You comment. Poof, poof, poof. Poof, poof, poof. Did you lotion? Did you moisturize those ankles? Because I'm pretty sure your ankles is dry. From all that running you did to my comment section. Full speed to the comments. You know we here. Who's here? Who's here? Who? Your ankles is ashy. Yes, the sarcasm. Because why are you here? Why did you full speed Usain Bolt to the comment section and said, I'm going to comment in a room full of women because I want them to know that I'm in here. I want them to know. You wouldn't go on a man's live that's talking about millions and say, you know what, I want this guy to see me. Maybe I can work for him. Maybe I can be his cleaner. You decided to full speed into a room full of women to say, I'm here. Now, and it won't leave. And I'm having a hard time removing the smell because I can't even add nobody as a mod. I can't even remove anything. You know what? Let me just try again. I can't even remove. Something went wrong. Try again later. This TikTok, why y'all playing with me? TikTok, why y'all playing on my mata? TikTok, why y'all playing with me? Because this is ridiculous. I can't add any mods and I can't remove people. TikTok, you want me to turn up. I don't want to turn up on these people. Stop playing with me. Let me try again. Thank you. Don't even cook nothing. I don't want you to cook nothing. Whatever you cooking is not smelling good. Oh my God, wait, hold on. Let me tell Christina to come in here. Let me tell Christina to come in here because this, I don't know. Nah. This is ridiculous. This is just disgusting. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Let me tell my assistant to come in here because I don't. Oh damn! I don't think my message is gonna sound. I don't think her internet. Oops! I don't think her internet working. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! I don't want to know what you're cooking. I don't want to know what you're cooking. I don't even want to know what you're cooking. All right. Anyways, next. So I was talking about there's always gonna be a next caller on the next line. Like, don't ever feel like the moment you start feeling like, oh my God, I'm not sure if somebody else is gonna call because I don't know. I think that was my best option. No, if it was your best option, it would have never left. I want you guys to understand something. Whatever's for you is never gonna miss you. I want you guys to be very, very clear on that, right? Whatever's for you will never miss you. Whatever's for you would never miss you. Anyways, I'm not even gonna entertain him. Whatever's for you would never miss you. So don't ever feel like, oh my God, oh my God, I feel like I missed the opportunity, or oh my God, I feel like I missed it. Sometimes missing things is actually the blessing. Missing things is actually the blessing. Like, it's actually really the blessing. When you miss something, it's actually the blessing. Because it's like, oh, okay, I thought, like, you'll be like, oh my God, I missed the opportunity of getting a job that's 100K. But then you missed the opportunity, and then the next opportunity is 200K, 300K. You get what I'm saying? So don't ever feel like a missed opportunity is a disappointment. So if that person or opportunity is for you, it would never leave you. So don't ever think, oh no, there's not gonna be another guy because the blah 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 blah. No. You get what I'm saying? Hello. So I wanted to clock that real quick. Always decenter yourself from the callers and pour within. Again, I said this earlier, and I'm gonna say this again. A lot of times you're looking dried and scribbled because you're too busy pouring into other people, right? Some of you be like, oh, how do I get the skin to glow? Pour into yourself. Simple. The equation is as simple as 2 times 2, 4. Very simple equation. The reason why you're like, oh my God, how you glowing? Oh my God, because instead of pouring into the man to make him be what you want him to be, or pouring into people around you, you pour into yourself. You're gonna have that internal glow. When you're happy inside, it reflects outside.